most craziest thing I've seen in a while.
What is that?
I just sent it to the group, man. I ain't. I'm
Are
sorry.
we live yet, man?
Oh,
Come
we
on.
Yeah,
live.
It's only
y'all go live, bro.
We is.
9:45.
Y'all
We
boys go
live.
live.
We is live.
That's
We
crazy. I
live.
just saw that. I ain't
Live. PC Live, baby.
PC Live, baby.
Let's get it going. Let's get it going. How we living today?
Good, man.
I would like
I'm
to
still
say.
tired.
I would like to say. I'll wait for the chatters to get in here, and then I'll say I want to give a special thanks out real quick. Once the chatters get up in here. Ah. Oh, they're in here already. What's good, Madden chat? I would like.
Damn.
I would like to say thank you guys. You guys definitely get invested into the Discord, man. The Discord is a great place. Discord's fun as hell, and the community there is really dope. So I would like to say a special thanks to the Discord and all the birthday wishes, man. Today is my birthday. Appreciate you guys for real. All you guys in the chat, thank you guys for showing out. Thank you guys for making this a good time, a good blast. We started from nothing and became into this, and appreciate you guys for real for sticking it out. So appreciate you guys. I'm gonna pour up real quick.
Sir. Happy birthday, Dub Zero.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Dub.
dude.
Whew.
My guy DZ. Zoo to
Yes, sir.
Zero.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Jordan years, baby.
Yes, sir. 23. Let's get right.
Sure. Yeah.
23 and 45, let me tell you, are the best years of your life. Oh, damn. Yo, bro. We both in our Jordan years. 23, I'm 45. Look
No
at that.
fucking way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I did not, that did not click in until just right now.
Yo, bro, and this is why, bro. Fluid, when I look at you, I'm like, this guy reminds me so much of myself. But then it's like at the same time, it's like, this guy doesn't remind me so much of myself. It's like I really hate this guy.
It's actually funny. The reason I hate you is because you remind me of me at your age. And I hated myself, bro.
Hey, you guys ever seen Tombstone?
That's why I drank so much. Tombstone? What's Tombstone?
Yeah.
The cowboy movie?
Yeah, it's an old Western movie. It's actually based in Arizona, right in your neck of the woods, Bama. So it was a scene where Doc Holliday, he's seen by his arch nemesis. Dude looks at him and he looks him in the eye. They're both drinking. And he says, I don't know. It's something about you. Something around the eyes. You remind me of me. And from then on, they were just the whole movie. They were just going back and forth. You guys remind me of that scene in the movie.
I was thinking more like Looper, where Bruce Willis goes back in time to kill his young self because he's a punk.
Oh,
I was just playing.
whoa!
I've never even seen that movie.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
But thank you
Crazy.
guys. Thank you guys again for all the birthday wishes. I got a bunch in here, man. Appreciate you guys, man. For real. The Dazzy, J Rock, Gabe, too funny. Gabe's my guy, man. Love Gabe.
Yeah.
You guys continue to show my man Dub Zero some love. And right now, I'm actually going to take some time to show Dub Zero some love as well. If you guys haven't got a chance to check out the merch, hold up right quick. Let me get my
Teeny Dub.
A little more. There you go. The other way.
Hold on. I'm taking the blur off my screen.
Oh, okay.
Hold up a second. All right, here we go. If you guys haven't got a chance to, go check out the merch on playerschoice.com.
Oh, I didn't see the other side.
None
Yes,
other
sir.
than my man
Double
Dub
holic.
Zero
Doubleholics.
doing what he does best, swimming in a bottle of Hennessy.
That's right.
Oh
Show
man.
you guys some other stuff. You know, you guys go check out the merch site. Go cop you some, man.
That's
go get
right.
You some good Players Choice gear.
That baby blue windbreaker is fire.
That one.
What
Fire.
baby blue Becker, Dub?
The one I had on my IG.
What, that one?
You got it?
Hey.
Ooh, that one is
Yo,
sexy,
man.
bro.
You know it's minus 13 up here. I need one of them toques. Oh, sorry, you guys call them beanies. I need one of them beanies.
You
Beanies
guys
is
call them
nice,
toques?
We call them toboggans.
You know what a toboggan is, bro? That's a sled that you go down a hill in. Is a
Oh,
toboggan.
wow. Skull cap.
Go
I
go
don't know
go
about that.
go Google toboggan. Go
Bitch, I
Google
ain't heard that word in a minute. Skull
skull
cap.
cap. Skull cap.
That's some southern stuff right there.
Toboggan, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
I never even heard of that word.
I know people because I'd have people in the Carolinas, and that's what they say. They say
Mhm.
toboggan. And
Toboggans.
yeah, I knew that one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's another cool part about this. You know, we're bringing a whole bunch of diversity, people from different areas of the world, people from different sectors. You know, Dubs out there far in the East Coast, I'm far West Coast. Bama's down there in the desert. My guy Ben, he down there in the dirty South.
Yes, sir.
Fluent's up there in the North Pole somewhere. You know, so,
I'm world renowned.
Okay,
I'm
my
world
bad, my bad.
renowned. I'm critically acclaimed.
Hey, talk that talk. Let him know.
I would like, can I start off with something?
Go ahead.
Because I see this in the chat. Oh my God. I would like to say, and I will post this on TikTok for y'all. This is probably one of the best seasons we have ever seen from a wide receiver in Cooper Cup. It is the guy, triple crown, feel me, 1900 Super Bowl MVP ring. I always give my flowers, but my stance remains the same.
Love to see it. Love to hear it.
What's your stance?
His stance is he's gonna pick other people's talent over production.
Absolutely.
And
That's
Cooper Cup
absolutely.
is still talented because the only way you get open in clutch time is talent.
Talent.
You know, it's officially the greatest season by a wide receiver
Rice.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
More yards, touchdowns, a ring, literally than anyone has ever done.
Crazy.
And honestly, when people really deep dive into Cooper Cup's story, the dude isn't even supposed to be here. In high school, he was riding the bench or getting cut from the high school team. He had to fight his way into a D2 school, and the way that he just ascended into this stardom, it's really a Cinderella story. You got to give your hats off to dude.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
not gonna get into the debate. I still stand.
The only bad that Cooper Cup did this whole year was miss Matthew Stafford wide open playing quarterback.
Oh,
That's
and
it.
he
That's
played
it.
quarterback. He played quarterback.
Yeah, that was bad.
He
That's
know
bad.
he was gonna get him back on the back end.
That's right. Yeah.
He was cooking
You know what?
apples
I'll tell you
all
this.
night.
I think he did Matthew Stafford a favor because I don't know if you saw that play. That DB was coming at him full speed. If he throws that pass and Matthew Stafford catches it, we might not be seeing Matthew Stafford the rest of the game. So maybe he's lucky that or maybe he overthrew him on purpose. I don't know. It might have been a good play.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you, if I was at safety and I saw the quarterback.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is.
But I would like to highlight something as well. When Odell Beckham got hurt, y'all seen the change of the offense. Y'all seen
For a
the
little
whole.
bit.
Y'all
For a
seen
little
the
bit.
not a little bit. Even
That boy put that cape on. That boy put that.
yo, listen. Even in that
Cooper Cup is here.
even in that final drive, it was literally the same thing. Cooper Cup did his thing though. Like I give it to him. He showed up. He
put
showed
the
up big
cape
time.
on.
But
He
the
put the
whole
cape on.
dynamic of the offense changed to what I told you it would be if he was the best receiver of that team. Nothing but check
You mean a
down.
game-winning drive that won him a Super Bowl?
He did great.
That's pretty good.
But the offense
he
looked
did this
the
too,
offense looked
Dub.
terrible. The offense looked
Dub,
terrible.
He did this too.
Well, that's because they don't have a very good quarterback. Is why the offense looked terrible.
Oh. Okay.
All right, fellas. Well, Super Bowl 46 was lit. 23-20, the Rams got him.
Yeah.
And it was a good game. You know, it was a lot of ups and downs. It actually kind of mirrored and mimicked what the playoffs have been so far. It was a good cap. And so, my very first question, we're just going to get straight to it. We're going to cut to the chase. Ben, I'm going to start with you. Did Matthew Stafford officially punch his ticket into the Hall of Fame?
I think so because like he already had the stats in Detroit. Like he had great stats in Detroit, but the reason why he didn't get the recognition he deserves because he was with the Lions. So yeah, he won a Super Bowl and all that. So I think he got on his way to the Hall of Fame. Some people think not, but I think he did.
Okay. Bama, how you feeling about your man Matty Stafford?
No, maybe, bro. You know, it's quarterbacks. There's a lot of quarterbacks that got more interceptions and touchdowns. And then Unitas, Bradshaw,
Namath.
and people praise them. So it's just like, why not, bro? You know what I'm saying? They gonna put their folks up in there. I can see where people would be frustrated at because, on the other hand, certain other type of players, different skin tones, they had to do a lot more to get into the Hall of Fame. So I can see where they would be mad. But I mean, based off the standard they have for quarterbacks, oh yeah, he in there. That's a layup. that boy in there tomorrow. If it was up to them, it's just based. Let's just be honest. It's just based off the standard they have for them, based off 3 quarterbacks: Unitas, Bradshaw, Namath. You keep going down the list who they got up in there. You know what I'm saying? He in there, bro. And Dub bought. I mean, the BM brought up a point. All them 4,000 yards. He in there.
Mm-hmm. Sports Fluent, how are you feeling about Matthew Stafford and his chances in the Hall of Fame?
I'm going to take 2 seconds to say 2 things very quickly. One, in my Hall of Fame, no. But my Hall of Fame is a lot harder to get into than this crappy Hall of Fame. 2, no Hall of Fame it can call itself a Hall of Fame when they keep Devin Hester out. Okay, so that now I got that off my chest.
That's crazy.
Matthew Stafford will be in the Hall of Fame, and here's why. It's because of the standards that they've set for quarterbacks. So when you look at Matthew Stafford, the youngest quarterback to get to 20,000 yards, the youngest quarterback to get to 30,000 yards, the youngest quarterback to get to 40,000 yards. He's 5 yards shy of 50,000, which puts him right in between John Elway and Fran Tarkington. He's right there in touchdowns, right behind Fran Tarkington and John Elway, both Hall of Famers. He's right up there with Aaron Rodgers in some other stat. I don't even remember what it was because people were throwing stats at me today to tell me why Matthew Stafford belongs there. His playoff record is now 4-3, 4 wins in a row. He has 3 game-winning drives. That's one more than Aaron Rodgers. He has a Super Bowl, which ties him with Aaron Rodgers. How do you keep him out based on the standard that you set of putting people in? So we could debate who should be in the Hall of Fame and who shouldn't, because half of them shouldn't be. But based on who's in there, yeah, he's in. Yay.
You know what?
Everybody gets a trophy. Yeah.
I respect that opinion though, because you came in saying like it's a lot harder to get into my personal Hall of Fame than so I respect that. So yeah, I don't really think it's a question. Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Famer. He has all the stats to back it up, and this season he proved that it wasn't really his fault for him losing, man. It was due to the franchise in which he was in.
Are we debating? Because really, Matthew Stafford is the same dude that he was in Detroit. The only difference is when you look at his supporting cast on offense, it's better. The collective, like obviously Megatron was great, but other than him, they had nobody. In LA, look at the collective of pieces, better. The defense, significantly better.
That was the main thing.
But who is he?
That's debatable. Because the only reason I say that's debatable because Titus Young, they probably would have pushed the Super Bowl with Titus Young and Megatron. Just saying, Titus Young was really that deal coming.
Collective.
That's why I said, look at it. Collective.
You think there was a Lions defense?
They were starting to win games. They were starting to win games. And then, dude, I don't know, some issues happened, and then he not in the league no more. So, I mean, he got unlucky. You can say he got unlucky though.
And coach, he got unlucky. And a coach. So I think like he benefited from the team surrounding him. But if you look at his stats, it's not like his stats have changed. He always threw a lot of yards. He always threw a couple touchdowns. He's always going to throw you a couple of picks to let the other team be in it, right? Like if any other team was in that Super Bowl, if the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl like Dub wanted, would those Super Bowls turn into touchdowns and the Rams lose? So he's very lucky he was going up against a young Bengals team that missed an opportunity. They missed opportunities. When you get an interception, you have to score touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
But now you can see now we're gonna get into debate because you're not gonna sit here and be like, listen, Matthew Stafford, the first pick, and we was in a group chat texting each other. That first pick, it was like, listen, it was third and long.
You can make any
They
excuse
was
you
gonna
want.
punt. They no,
It's
but
still an interception
it's an
into
interception,
the
and I
end
get
zone.
it. But as I said, not all interceptions is worth the same. And that interception, honestly, if I look at it, they were probably gonna kick a punt and get a touchback anyway. So if I was gonna ask my quarterback to go ahead and test the ball deep, I would tell him to test the ball deep in that type of scenario. Then you had another pick where, listen, that wide receiver's trash. He dropped the TD pass just the last game, wide open. That wide receiver's
I'm not gonna
trash,
lie, I
bro.
missed out. I
Like
missed
that
out.
wide receiver is trash, bro. You
I
cannot
missed that point.
penalize that second pick on him at all. If you want to say the first one, I'm a little bit with you, but come on, bro. That wide receiver is
My
garbage.
point is Matthew Stafford will always throw a lot of yards, will always throw a really amazing passes, and then he'll throw a couple of picks that you have to capitalize on. That's all.
Mm.
And in Detroit, there was no defense to stop them from capitalizing. In LA, there was.
But
So
that's
good for
the
them.
question for
but
you.
that was
The
the main
team deserves
difference.
all their
But that
the team deserves their win.
that was
Good
the
for
main difference between the Lions and the Rams, where the Lions,
Yeah.
listen, Matthew Stafford always, like, when he was in that playoffs, besides probably against him in Seattle, he was definitely throwing that ball and trying to be able to score with the best of them with the Cowboys and the Saints. It's just his defense was trash. They couldn't get any stops.
No, I'm listen. Maybe it's coming out wrong. I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is, though, Stafford hasn't changed. He's still the same. He didn't miraculously become a super quarterback this year. It's the same guy.
I
It's
agree
the
with
same
you.
guy.
Same
I,
guy.
I agree with you. He's the same guy, but I think
Yeah.
he was better than what you thought he was, and I believe he's the same guy that he's been for this whole entire career.
Yo, so this is my question for all of you guys, especially you, Fluent, because the question came about based on what you had just said. If Matthew Stafford plays for a team along the lines of the Rams, like let's say that this is his third year in the league right now, and he's with the Rams moving forward. Are we talking about a whole different guy? Are we talking about a whole different career? Are we now putting him in that elite category? No ifs, ands, or buts.
You know what? It, like I say about every quarterback, it depends, because if he does this for 3-4 years, then takes a huge contract, and now they can't re-sign Aaron Donald, they can't re-sign Cooper Kupp, then he's going to go right back to being the Detroit Lions quarterback, right? Like Matthew Stafford is a better than average good he's a very good quarterback in the right situation, but you can't plop him into the Jets or the Lions and the Jags and they're going to go into the playoffs. He's not that kind of guy. He's a guy who's really good with talent, who's, in terms of wins, average with no talent.
But that's not fair.
But there's very few quarterbacks. Listen, there's what, a handful that you could put into any situation and they'll be successful. There's not that many.
Okay.
So I'm not knocking him for that. It's just he's not that guy.
I agree. I was about to say that too. I'm glad
My
you
thing
said that.
is though, I think if you put like Jimmy G in there or something like that, I think they'll still win the Super Bowl, because I mean,
listen, anybody that's better than Goff, right, is winning a Super Bowl, which is everybody but what, Butter Mayfield, like anybody, maybe Ryan Tannehill, right? There's only
Nah, I'm not with you, Ben.
Is better than Goff.
Jimmy G? You said if Jimmy G was there, that they still would have won the Super Bowl?
yes.
Yo, stop playing
Cooper
with
Kupp,
me, bro.
Cooper Kupp was wide open almost every play. Cooper Kupp was wide open.
Yo, stop playing. Joe, you tell me the no look that Matthew Stafford had.
That was beautiful.
Yo,
was
come
good.
on. Jimmy G's doing that?
It was good.
But hold on, but let's be clear. That no look, as beautiful as it was, that's one where he threw Cooper Kupp open. There's about 10 other passes, or 8 because he caught 9, where Cooper Kupp got open. He just threw it to the open man. And listen, I'm not a big Jimmy G fan, not like my man Bama here, but Jimmy G will hit the open man, and he won't make those mistakes, or as many mistakes.
Have you ever heard of elite ball placement?
I just said Jimmy G in the playoffs. It's just different, bro.
I hear you. Have you ever heard of elite ball placement?
No, never.
There's always elite ball placement. And when you have a guy like Matthew Stafford, where he's put, like, bro, if you watch it, it was a collect. Cooper Kupp's getting to that spot, and Stafford's putting it in the only spot where Cooper Kupp could catch it. I seen Stafford putting the ball in between 2 defenders where Cooper Kupp could literally be at. Only him. It's like it's a combination of them both working together, bro.
Listen, I've been the first one.
I don't see Jimmy G doing that.
His ceiling is here. My problem with Matthew Stafford, his ceiling is here and his floor is here.
You can still go to the playoffs with Jimmy G. Like,
they're not going. They're not winning.
No. Hold on. Wait. Though, keep in mind, Doug. Keep in mind, they almost lost to the 49ers.
Very
Yeah.
lucky.
Keep
And they're
in
much
mind,
and they're a much better team.
They weren't too far off from losing to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't forget,
So
they
what?
lost to them. That's how the 49ers got into the playoffs.
And don't forget this. If Zach Taylor had half a brain and he run Joe Mixon the way he did in the fourth quarter
Where
against the
was he
Chiefs,
at?
we'd be talking about Matthew Stafford choking away the Super Bowl. And what would he have thrown? 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But
So they
Zach
almost
Taylor.
lost. They almost lost, right? Answer me this question: how many yards rushing did the Rams have, and how many yards rushing did the Niners have? I'm not sure.
I got it right here. So the Rams only had 43 yards rushing on 23 rushes.
They stopped the
And
Oh no,
run.
that's the Super Bowl. He said the 49. Did you mean with the week before?
the Rams,
The
the
40
Rams versus 49ers.
Rams
Oh,
and
Rams
Bengals
versus
or
49ers.
Rams and Did you mean the Super Bowl or the week before against the
The
Niners?
week before. The week before.
Rams versus
Hold on,
49ers.
You guys keep talking. I'll pull it up.
Because I want to know. Because now I want to know. Because now we're going to deep dive into this game and see what was really the determining factor. Because in my head, if you're giving the ball to Jimmy G to put in his hands to try to beat a team,
Ooh,
I don't see that happening.
dub.
I'm wrong.
The Rams had 29 rushes for 70 yards. The 49ers, on the other hand, had 20 rushes for only 50 yards.
Damn. Damn, that just got me mad. Damn, that just got me real sick.
I just try to explain this to people. It's just not always about going out there and passing for 400 yards, 500 yards. Yeah, that's pretty and all, but you put your team in position to win, man. And that's one of the hardest things to beat as a game manager. I know we always love the high power, but guess how many Super Bowls Jim Kelly got?
Money.
The same amount of NBA titles that Steve Nash has and Mike D'Antoni.
So but now let me ask you this. You said that the Rams only rushed for 29 yards last game, right? So you think Jimmy
No,
G
70.
70.
No, in the Super Bowl.
in
No,
the
that
Super
was
Bowl.
in the Super Bowl. Hold on,
29.
let me pull it back up. No,
think-
it wasn't 29. It was more than 29. I got it right here. The Rams rushed for only 43 yards.
40. So
or
you
23
think
carries.
Jimmy G in that position is gonna be able to beat the Bengals? Really?
I don't know about that.
He almost beat the Rams, and they only rushed for 7 more yards.
He beat Aaron Rodgers. He beat Dak Prescott. All of them quarterbacks that everybody are taking fantasy football over Jimmy G.
He did.
Them playoffs rolled around and he put him across that knee.
I just don't see it happening. I don't see Jimmy G being able to make the same plays that Matthew Stafford was making for that team, and in cohesion with Cooper Kupp, because it was both of them, especially with Odell going out, bro. It was both of them where they both was really in sync,
boy,
bro.
who you put top 5 QB all time would have no Super Bowl versus Jimmy G if Kyle Shanahan didn't get conservative, and if Damian Williams didn't respond how he responded. That dude erupted for almost 200 yards rushing. Helped your quarterback get that Super Bowl, and that's why you dance around.
Yeah, he's talking about the Super Bowl that Damian Williams got robbed of his MVP.
Yeah.
Bama brings up a good point, man. We disrespect the running game for the wrong reason. The shelf life of a running back is short, so we think they're disposable. But I'm telling you, the Bengals, as an example, win that game if they stick to Joe Mixon. They tried to get too cute on that 3rd and 1, and what's his name? Perrine, whatever that guy's name is.
Running back, right?
Why are they running him on 3rd and 1? That's
Exactly.
Joe Mixon twice.
Exactly.
That's it. 100%. It's Joe Mixon. Here's the ball. Get me a yard. The fact that they didn't do that is, I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing that no one's talking about. But just think about this: in overtime against the Chiefs, who got them down the field and put them in a position to hit that field goal? It was Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. Yep.
It's Joe Mixon.
Mhm.
Because the fourth quarter team said, what are they trying to do? Aaron Donald, go get us a play. Rush the quarterback. Yeah, go ahead. Run the ball. And why they're running it straight into, I forget his name, but that guy, there's a really good run stopper on the defensive line of the Rams. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but they're running it right at him. Dude, run away. Run a counter. Dude, the fact that you didn't keep doing that, even though it wasn't they still rushed for 79 yards. I know that's not great, but they went away from the run. What was working in the first half? 4, 5 wide, quick passes, run the ball. That's how you keep Aaron Donald and Von Miller and Floyd out of the mix a little bit.
Yo,
And then
Ben,
second half they stopped doing it. It's just I don't understand. Again, I'm not taking away from what the Rams did.
Mhm.
They played beautifully. They won the Super Bowl. They get all the credit in the world. But man, I was just watching that game and I was screaming at the screen, like, why aren't you doing this? And it's crazy.
I
It's
would
crazy.
I would like to say about the Damian Williams remark with Patrick Mahomes. Y'all really gonna sit here and pick one game in the playoffs? Literally one, because I actually looked back into every single other game, and it was like Patrick Mahomes put on a show against the Houston Texans and I believe the Tennessee Titans as well. Damian Williams, they do nothing. So you are really gonna sit here and base
In the Super Bowl, he was the MVP though. That's all I'm saying.
and you're absolutely right, but don't sit here and act as if, oh yeah, they needed Damian Williams every single game to be who he is when really that was only for one game. That was really only for one game.
They needed him to win the Super Bowl. Things tighten
Absolutely.
up. People play
Absolutely.
different in the Super Bowl.
Well, the 49ers defense was on a whole nother level that year, so they really need Damian Williams. But yo, you're not gonna sit here and say Damian Williams carried that team for the whole entirety of the playoffs. You're not gonna sit here and say that.
You're talking about that situation in the Super Bowl. He wouldn't have won that Super Bowl if he didn't get that production from Damian Williams.
You're right. But that's
it.
just one game. That's just one.
Isn't it the
But
most
that's the
important
most
one?
important
It
game.
is.
Like,
Bro,
what are you talking about?
If you're in the playoffs, every game has the same level of importance because if you lose, you're out. If you lose, you're out.
But every situation is different. So they were in a situation where getting that production from a running back offset it, whatever the Niners, because one thing with physical defenses, Mike Tyson said it the best. Everybody got a plan till you punch him in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened with physical defenses. That's what you have to do. You have to run the ball down and you got to commit to it. The fact that Damian Williams was producing at the rate he was producing at in the Super Bowl, they leaned on that. As a coach, you're not gonna be dumb and just like, oh, bro, my running back's producing. I'm gonna just go away from it because I want to just show this. No, you play balance because you run the ball to set up for the pass. Patrick Mahomes is great at passing. You had great production running the ball, so they leaned on the run game and use that for the deep pass.
And I'm not
also Kyle Shanahan getting
do you know that game? Do you know that game, that Super Bowl game? Because you brought it up, right? Do you know Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a 63.5 QBR, a 78.1 QB
I know all
rating.
of that.
Hold on, listen to this. Do you know that his average passing play was 6.8 yards?
Yeah, I know all of that.
Hold on. Do you know that Damian Williams' average rush was 6.1 yards?
But I'm not disagreeing with you guys.
Dude,
I said I'm not
Damian
disagreeing.
Williams is the MVP of that game.
I'm not
cement that again.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I believe you guys in everything that y'all saying in regards to that game. But don't treat that game as if that's the blueprint for their whole entire season because it wasn't. Their blueprint was Patrick Mahomes and who he is. That one game, Damian Williams, yes, he was the MVP. But come on, bro, you're not gonna sit here and say they lived and died by Damian Williams because they didn't.
No, in the Super Bowl they did is what we were saying.
They did.
But you know what? If you wanna get really technical, because I know we're going off on a completely different path. Patrick Mahomes doesn't throw for 5,000 yards and however many touchdowns if he doesn't have Kareem Hunt. The running game is super important to the pass. And the better your run game is, the better your pass game can be. And Mahomes took full advantage of that in his MVP season. But I'm telling you, take Kareem Hunt off that team, you're having still great seasons. You're still having this type of season that he has, 4,000, 35 touchdowns, which are great, but it's not 5,050.
He had 4,700 yards like last year. And he had 4,800 this year.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the running game is important. That's all I'm saying to win playoff games.
And I agree. But it's like, come on, Floyd, that was kind of nasty.
Not really.
I don't think so.
Yo, fellas. So to bring it back to another point that Floyd has said about
a lot of fluid today.
Very fluid show. About the Bengals not running the ball, it kind of takes me back a few years. Ben, you were definitely familiar with this.
Oh man,
you're in the Super Bowl. You have a good quarterback, but you have a great running back. And I'm not saying Joe Burrows is Russell Wilson, and I'm not saying Joe Mixon is Marshawn Lynch. But you got a 3rd and 1 on the most pivotal drive in the game. It's a game-winning drive, and you decide to pass instead of run. That's awfully Pete Carroll-ish. That's awful. That's a Pete Carroll call right there, and ultimately it cost him the game.
Yeah.
FYI, Marshawn is, Joe Mixon is Marshawn as he was one of the first members of Marshawn camp too.
And to win the game, they did throw in the 1 yard line. Cooper Kupp at like a pass to Cooper Kupp. So, and they made it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Wow.
Different situations and circumstances though.
Okay, so to go back to Matthew Stafford and us talking about him being a Hall of Famer, we're going to bring this full circle. And my guy Richard Sherman had some words about people talking about Matthew Stafford in the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to read this to you guys. He said, I'm going to talk about it on my podcast, but Hall of Fame bar is incredibly low now, like a participation trophy.
Facts.
No all-decade team, no all-pro, no MVP, 1 Pro Bowl, not even Super Bowl MVP.
Facts.
Never considered the best in any years he's played. At least Matt Ryan has an MVP. He went on to say, there's no measuring stick that makes Stafford a Hall of Famer other than playing in the most passer-happy decade in NFL history. Inflated numbers make every quarterback that starts 10-plus years a Hall of Famer. He did nothing spectacular. It's an incredible, it's a really macrocosm of his career. It's really a macrocosm of his career. Did good, not great. Made a few wow passes, made a few face palm passes. Aaron Donald and Vaughn are 2 Hall of Famers he should thank.
Facts.
Any words on that, fellas?
Richard Sherman. What school did he go to? Remind me again.
He went to Dominguez High School.
No.
After that, he went to Stanford University.
Thank you very much. That's a very smart man right there.
Listen, he's a smart man, and I give it to him. And I love Richard Sherman, but I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit of hating.
Is there anything he said that wasn't? Is there anything, Dub, that he didn't that he said that wasn't true?
And I was about to get into this. Now, what he's saying in regards to Matt Ryan and Matthew Stafford, I could agree with him on that level because more playoffs, more MVPs, more of an impact. I get all of that. I do. But the way that he's just trying to go about things as if, oh, he ain't do nothing spectacular, he ain't do nothing special, he ain't do this, he ain't like, bro, come on. And then he's saying empty stats, like, bro, you're honestly, it's more of a testament who Matthew Stafford is because this guy for years was carrying a bum franchise literally all on his own. So I understand where he's coming from. I just don't like the way he's saying it, the way he's going about things because he's completely disregarding the fact he was playing on a bum franchise for the whole entirety of his career. That's hating to me. It seems as if he's hating a little bit because it's like, but I agree with him with the Matt Ryan versus Matthew Stafford take. I agree with him on that. I just don't like the context in which he's talking about Matthew Stafford because it's very unfair. It really is.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you, what's unfair about one? We are in a passer-happy league, right? That's true. When you play in Detroit, a team that's always losing, you have to throw the ball a lot more, so you're going to get some stats, empty stats. That's true. He's never made a Pro Bowl. That's true. He's never been an MVP. That's true. He's never been the best quarterback. You've never called him the best quarterback.
You're right.
That's true. So nothing he said was, he makes some spectacular throws. That's true. He makes some throws that you're like, oh my god. Just think of the last few weeks of the season when he was throwing all those pick sixes that make you go, oh, what's he thinking? Everything he said was true. You might not like it. It might not fit your narrative, but everything Richard Sherman said.
Let me ask you this real quick. How many QBs literally could spend 10 to 12 years on a bum team without getting replaced in like 5 or 4 years?
If you're putting up numbers, probably quite a few.
If you're putting up, he's the only one that puts up numbers on a bum team.
Is he?
I don't know who else. I don't know who else could do that. I don't know who else putting up numbers on a bum team with. I see quarterbacks getting replaced after 3 or 4 or 5 years after putting up numbers and their team isn't doing anything because nobody could do what he's done. He's on a bum team. There's nothing.
Nobody could do what he's done.
No, I want to say all that. My bad. I want to say all that.
Oh god, you took that one back.
You got me with that. You got me with that one. But not a lot of people could do what he's done, honestly.
Because okay, here, look, I get for an extended period of time, sure. But Jameis Winston put up a ton of yards in Tampa Bay. That team had a losing record.
Yeah, but that was because he was just a turnover like that boy.
Well,
Yeah, I like
I'm just saying,
I
so
like
you could put up
Jameis
numbers
Winston.
on a bad team, like you can do it.
But Jameis Winston different. I love Jameis Winston, but he was just turnover machine,
Yeah,
boy.
no, I agree. I agree with you, but I'm just saying. I'm sure if I go and look, he's the first one that came to mind. There's guys. Jake Cutler used to put up tons of yards for the Bears for tons of years.
But the Bears was always compatible.
No,
Yeah.
not offensively. No, they weren't.
Not offensively, but they were
No.
they were a
Well,
compatible
that's what
team.
he's
There
gotta
was a
do.
playoff team for a large portion of their time.
No, they weren't.
They
Trust me.
wasn't?
No, they weren't. I wish they weren't. But no, but that's so. I'm just saying. I get what you're saying, but I just like I said, nothing Richard Sherman said was false. So I can see how you could come. It just depends on what side of the street you're on. If you're on the I want Stafford to be good, you'll be like he's crazy, he's being a hater. If you're on the side of nah, I agree, Stafford isn't all that, then you're gonna do that. So sorry, Bama, we cut you off, Bama man. What you have to say?
Bad.
No, yeah, good. I'm just soaking everything in because I don't know, there's a lot of just blasphemy I be hearing. But all right, I say that to say this. So check me out, right? The reason why I gotta side with Dub on this because it's unfair. Matthew Stafford falls into the Fred Taylor effect of based off of what franchise you are, it hinders you from having maxing out your true potential or how people just see you, just so I say. Because Fred Taylor has the same amount of stats as Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James is a top 10 running back of all time, but people don't even fathom Fred Taylor or even speak of his name. And Fred Taylor's not even in the Hall of Fame. If you look at Matthew Stafford, oh yeah, it's dirty. If you look at Matthew Stafford, you could talk about them, but he really don't throw. I mean, for the amount of touchdowns he throw, like this year he threw 41, and people try to lean on, oh, he threw the most touchdowns in the league at 17. I mean, come on, bro. Like, are you serious? Like, so 41 and 17 is just that horrible? Look at how much you throwing the ball. That's over 2-1. On top of that, he consistently threw for 4,000 yards on a consistent basis, 49, 5,000. Like, come on, man. Like, he was just on the bum Lions. Even Barry Sanders falls victim to being played for the Lions, dog, where people take other running backs over him. Even I do, because he played for the Lions. If he was somewhere else and had those numbers, he might be the best running back of all time. So, I mean, you got to kind of factor that up in there. And I'll even say this. If Matthew Stafford was on the 49ers, they won't lose to the Packers, especially 4 times in a row. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ben, what's your take?
For me though, I think Richard Sherman he said facts. He said facts, but at the same time, he was with the Detroit Lions, like a trash franchise.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like Matthew Stafford been putting a lot of great numbers in there, but he ain't gonna get the recognition he deserves because he was on the Lions. So yeah.
Word. All right. So I said my take on this, but I didn't hear any of y'all take on this. Does Cooper Kupp's Super Bowl MVP cap off the most impressive season ever?
That's P. That's P.
Yes, sir.
That's P.
By a wide receiver.
By a
player.
Yeah.
By a player. Boy, stop.
It looks like everybody's in agreement. So what I will say next is.
Hey, do you realize? Hold on. Do you realize, Dub? Because I know you've been a Cooper Kupp.
Don't say hater.
I wasn't gonna say hater. That's why I was hesitating because I want to think of the right word.
Chad, you've been a
realist.
You've been a Cooper Kupp. No, you're not a realist either. A delusionalist maybe is the word.
All right, go ahead.
Do you know that not only did he have the most yards, the most receptions, and the most touchdowns, he also had the most yak yards after catch and the most big plays in the regular season, in the playoffs, and in the Super Bowl.
Yo, bro, listen.
I just want you to
I
acknowledge
know,
what he
bro.
actually did.
When I tell y'all, I've watched so many of this guy's highlights. I've
No, you
watched so
don't.
much.
No, you don't.
Yo, Bama, yo, bro, I'm telling you, I've seen so much of this guy, and it's literally yard after catch after yard after catch after yard after catch, inside, cutting to the outside of your occasional sideline grabs. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like screens, like,
Freakish.
bro. And
Freakish.
I'm looking at it.
Freakish.
I'm like, bro,
Doug,
when
you
I
want to know
watch-
why I say it's freakish? He caught that 5-yard out, bro. It was like 2 people around him. That boy turned that junk into a 20-yard game, bro.
Exactly.
And you gotta really give him, bro. You gotta give it to him. And then I tell people this. This is what you gotta look at when the game is on the line, bro. If you just think the defense out there sleeping when the game on the line, bro, you drunk, bro. Man, that boy Cooper Kupp get busy off the line, bro. I was like, man, I tried to hate on him too. Oh,
And here's it's funny. It's funny because I sent Dub a clip and he goes, "Oh, it was short." I don't care if it was short. You're in the red zone. He's lining up outside, and he's getting open for touchdowns. Like open,
Facts.
like I could hit
you
him
talk
for
about-
that touchdown.
You know what?
Open.
Jared Rice made his money off. Jared Rice to tell you this. He made his money off of slants.
Yep.
3-yard slants.
But
and
bro,
he
it's
take them things to the crib.
bro, y'all not understanding. Y'all like, bro, it's so annoying because when I see tape on Cooper Kupp, I see tape on like a guy like Justice. It's a different feeling. It's a
You're
whole
right.
different feeling.
You're right. You're
It's a
The tape
absolutely
is
whole
different when you
different
watch Jared
dynamic.
Rice and
Listen,
Randy Moss too.
Yes.
Listen, I get it. When I see Halle Berry walking down the street, it's just different. It doesn't mean that's the
better.
girl I'm gonna
It's
marry,
better
bro.
because we have to acknowledge the fact.
Production.
No, we have to
Production.
acknowledge the fact that production a lot of the times comes from.
All right, let me ask you this.
Wait,
Let me ask you this.
let me finish this. It comes from one, your quarterback, and it comes to two, the type of offense that you're in. Which is why when I'm
First
judging
off,
wide
stop
receivers,
using Justin Jefferson because y'all know that get me hyped right now. Stop using him. Use somebody else.
So,
Captain
bro,
Gritty.
so when we talk
I'll
about wide
use Devontae
receivers
Adams.
and their production, when we talk about wide receivers and the production,
Yes.
it's highly dependent on quarterback and the offense in which they're
Okay,
ran in.
okay. I'm
which
gonna
is
ask you
why
a question.
I
Though.
base
I
it
want to ask
all
you a
off of
question. I
talent.
want to ask you a question. One, Devontae Adams came out and said Cooper Kupp's the most underrated receiver in the league.
Yeah.
So you trust what players say. Trust Devontae Adams. So here's the second thing. Would you rather have Devontae Adams 1,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, and you lose in the first round of the playoffs, or Cooper Kupp 2,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, and win a Super Bowl? You
But
want
that's-
production. You want production.
Wait. That's a whole complete different thing because you're not gonna sit here and tell me, Fluent, that a wide receiver really determines a factor on
That's
if
not
you're
what I
winning
asked
a
you. I
Super
want
Bowl.
whose season do you want?
Oh, I
Cooper
acknowledge
Kupp
that.
determined
I acknowledge
the fact
that.
of them winning
And
that
hold
Super
on,
Bowl.
I
hold on,
acknowledge
and
that.
why do you want Cooper Kupp's season?
Oh, it was better.
Because
It was better.
production matters.
No,
I'm gonna
it's-
get you a shirt. Production
No.
matters.
But I've
Man,
said
I'm
this.
gonna get you
I'm
the
done.
casual
I'm done.
lives
The
matter.
season that he had.
No,
Bro,
we not
what?
finna do this.
We
I'm
are
done
gonna
with
do
that
this.
production. We done with that production, man.
What
When
the hell you
when
getting
the
into?
stage got big and the lights got bright, that boy Cooper Kupp responded.
That's true.
Yeah, he did.
That's what we
He
talking
did.
about, bro. Stop. Hey, throw that season out. Hey, throw that out the door. Throw that out the door, man. Like,
When I turned
Throw that
23, Dub, a person gave me a piece of advice I'm gonna share with you. Let
Are
all
you
that hate
saying
out,
this
bro.
because
Let
Doug
all that
turned
hate
No,
out.
no,
23
I
today?
don't
All
have
that-
any hate.
Let all that hate
I don't have any
go.
hate. I told you
Let
that
all
Cooper
that
Kupp.
hate
I told
go.
you Cooper Kupp had one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen. I've
Not
said
one
that
of.
already.
No.
You
not
can
one-
say the best.
The
You can say the
best.
best. You
Period.
could.
No, it is.
You
period.
could. I'm not
Wait,
mad
Wait,
at
time
that.
out.
All I'm
Time
saying
out.
is-
So I need to go around, Dub. You can finish your thoughts. You could be first. I want to go around and I want to know: did Cooper Kupp, with the Super Bowl MVP, cap off the most impressive season ever?
Oh, I asked that already.
Oh, you asked that? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
everybody
okay.
said yes. Even
Yes.
myself, I said yes.
Man,
Him and Jerry Rice.
nah, Ron. Without the Super Bowl MVP, man. What y'all talking about, bro? Y'all laughing, bro. I'm dead ass, bro. Like, bro, listen here, bro. I'm finna be honest, bro. I do not give white players their credit whatsoever, bro. Whatsoever, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen. But that boy Kupp is him, bro. Like, bro, that's him, bro. Like, I gotta respect it, bro. Like, look, you gotta respect it, bro. Ron, what I'm trying to tell you, bro. If you think the defense is sleeping during money time, bro, like you drunk, bro, they cannot touch this boy. It's like he know it too. It's like he know we all in money time, bro. What I'm trying to tell you, you do not get to run them 5-yard routes, Dub, if you do not get a clean release, and them boys really.
Let me ask Dub another question, Bama. Let me attack it from a different angle. Do you think if the Bengals could have stopped Cooper Kupp, they would have done it? Do you think they wanted him to score a touchdown?
No. Listen,
right?
listen.
Like,
Let me break it all down for you, because y'all getting me mad.
You play Madden, right? You've played Madden.
I don't play Madden like I used to.
But you've played Madden before.
Yeah, I have.
All right, so you'll remember this one. You see it, but you still can't stop it.
But Fluent, it's like this.
That's
when and my whole basis of everything is who I'm picking. That's my whole basis of everything. So when I sit here and
it's
look
good thing you're not a GM then.
When I sit here and look at Cooper Kupp, when I sit here and look at him, bro, and we've seen this. This guy, when Odell Beckham got out, the whole dynamic of the offense went to exactly what I told you what it was going to go to. Check down offense, screens and curls and slants. That's what it was. Now when Odell
won the Super Bowl, right?
They did. That final drive they did, but we also seen a lot of 3 and outs. We also seen that offense not being able to get in flow,
but
especially when the run, especially when the run.
Any offense in any sport, if you lose one of your dynamic players, is going to look different. But what you're saying isn't anything
what
weird.
I'm saying,
if Cooper chemistry up, though, it messes the chemistry up.
Bro. It changes everything.
Now the defenses, they adapt to it real quick because it's hey, all we got to do is just put this dude.
That's exactly.
So
what
let me ask you, but hold on.
We gotta make educated ways to get this dude open, and that speaks to Kupp. It's like
even without Beckham. Did Kupp still not get open for first downs and touchdowns to win the game?
In that final drive, him and Cooper,
when it mattered the most,
him and Matthew Stafford showed the hell out, and I will be sitting here and tell you that. I would say, hey, they showed the hell out. But in my mind, I'm thinking about it. Damn, if I gotta carry that for the whole entirety of the game, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want a guy who could create opportunities for other people and not just himself. And the impact that, let's say, a Stephon Diggs or a Tyreek Hill has, it creates opportunities for other people to get off.
And so let me ask you this: so you don't think the attention that the Bengals were giving Kupp in the first quarter was the reason why Odell Beckham was on one-on-one and why he looked like he was going to have a breakout game?
And this is why.
So hold on. So didn't Cooper Kupp create that for Odell?
And this is why I tell you, Fluent, when teams are, and I tell you this all the time, I said when teams, you cannot afford to leave Odell Beckham and guys like that one-on-one because things like that is going to happen, which is what I told you the whole entire time. So
why was he one-on-one?
Defenses because of the impact.
They were so worried about that.
Because Cooper Kupp, but it's like what I said. Teams for the whole entirety of the season, they're going to be willing to give up the short passes over Odell Beckham catching one-on-one over your head catches on big plays. They're going to be willing to give that up.
Well, you know what? They made a mistake because
Dub, you acting like, hold on, man. He is acting like Cooper Kupp just like catches a 5-yard pass and gets tackled, bro. No,
he runs. He
catches a 5-yard pass, and before you know it, he like 2 yards downfield. He might even score, bro. Like, so it's just like, bro, do you know how that shifts momentum? Okay, so let me paint this to you. You like Deebo Samuel, don't you?
I think Cooper Kupp and Deebo Samuel's along the same lines of each other, honestly.
But you like Deebo, don't it? You like Deebo,
I think they're like one and the same. I really do.
All right, then. So give Cooper Kupp his respect, dude.
What are you talking about? I never even said I'm picking Deebo Samuel over Cooper Kupp. I never said that.
The only reason why I say I'll give you this, bro. Y'all love using Justin Jefferson, okay? I will give you that. If Justin Jefferson gets 38 more receptions, he probably does get the 347 yards and 6 more touchdowns. But that's hypotheticals. That's my boy. I mess with. So somebody be like, oh yeah, Justin Jefferson. But listen, no other receiver was in the league of Cooper Kupp, man. Like, listen here, bro. Fluent bring it up, the air yards, all of that. So you can compare him to everybody say, oh, Devontae Adams. Okay, they play similar because their money is made within the release game. After the release, they get to run creative routes. So Cooper Kupp outperformed him by leagues. If you just want to go off of that, 400 more yards, 5 more touchdowns. So if you just
I
want to
would
go
pick
based
Cooper
off
Kupp
of
over Debo Samuel. I would.
no, I'm not talking about Deebo Samuel. I'm talking about Devontae Adams. Everybody love. Oh, he run routes. I tell you this, I will give you Justin Jefferson, but when it get to other receivers, bro, like, bro, I'm really just debating. Like, bro, are you just saying this? You know what I'm saying? Just because
Devontae Adams,
they
are you
look.
crazy?
Yo, he had 200
like,
more
what are you
yak.
talking
He
about?
even had 200 more
Yeah.
yak
Devontae
yards
Adams, are you crazy?
than Devontae
They
Adams.
are okay. Cooper Kupp is just a white version. Okay, bro. Like, if you just watch them play, bro, and just try to be colorblind, but just see it in like orange, like two people orange. You feel me? If you look at the tape, they play just the same, bro. And this man outperformed him in all.
But
bro,
Bama.
listen, I'm trying to
know.
tell you, bro. Like, listen, bro. Dub, listen to me,
No,
bro.
you're right. Bama's wrong because Cooper Kupp's a better blocker.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that we know the level of impact that Devontae Adams has. We know what Devontae Adams bring from all aspects of the field. Yes, they use him extremely a lot in that role that you're talking about. But bro, we know who Devontae Adams is. We know what he is capable of. We know we can use him in all aspects of the field. We know this.
I don't think we're ever. Laurent, we might need to move on to the next topic because I don't think Dub will ever understand that. The difference between looking good and playing good.
I mean, it's the same. It's just the same. Like,
Devontae Adams still the best receiver in the league.
You're wrong.
This
is
my question.
I'm sorry, Ben. Hold on, no.
Ben, you're not wrong.
I need to fix Ben. I need to fix Ben's vernacular. Devontae Adams is the most talented wide receiver in the league.
He's not the most.
You can't. No. If that's what he's saying, hold on. If that's what he's saying, Bama, he's the most. You can't call someone the best if someone has more yards, more receptions, more touchdowns, more more big plays. You can't call him the best.
No, this season Kupp was the best.
So then Russell Westbrook. So wait. Russell Westbrook in 2020 what? 2017 was better than LeBron James.
Russell Westbrook ain't never won nothing. He ain't won Nathaniel, man.
Come on, bro.
Yo, why would what's that's not even?
Yo,
bro, he's saying that because of the stats Russell put up. But if Russell would have went on to win the championship and get an MVP,
yes.
If Westbrook, if that season, I assume you're talking about the 31, 10 and 10.
Yeah,
season. Okay, yeah. So that season, if he's and he was the MVP. If he then goes and wins an NBA title and he's the Finals MVP, then yes, season he's the best
y'all
player.
Y'all getting me mad right now, bro. I'm really standing up right now. I know y'all can't see me. Y'all getting me mad as hell right now because now you're being completely negligent to the team dynamic of what NFL football team is. A wide receiver doesn't have that much control to winning a Super Bowl. I don't care what the hell y'all say. They do not. There's a reason There's a reason why Tom Brady was winning Super Bowls with no receiver, just for fucking Gronkowski and Julian Edelman.
What do you think Gronkowski is, bro?
Stop, bro. Stop, bro. Y'all.
If you don't think Gronk's a receiver,
you think
what is
bro? You think the juggernaut is not a receiver?
But who was more important? It was Tom Brady. We all know this, bro. Like, yo, stop.
Bro, that's just.
Stop, bro. Y'all.
Hold on, let me ask you. Hold on, wait.
Hold on, wait. To Matt Stafford, though?
Hold on. Yeah, exactly. Hold on. You just compared Matt. Yeah, great point. You just compared Matt Stafford to Tom Brady. Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Matthew Stafford was more important to winning that Super Bowl than Cooper Kupp. Stop playing with me, man.
Let me ask you a question. They win a Super Bowl without Cooper Kupp?
Probably not, but do they win a Super Bowl without Matthew Stafford?
Yes.
We don't know.
Wait.
They
made it to what with Jared Goff.
Man.
Hey, Ben just said that Jimmy G could step in and do that.
Yeah.
Bro, get out of here, bro. Y'all coming crazy. Matthew Stafford.
Put it this way. There's more quarterbacks in the league that could do what Matthew Stafford did and win a Super Bowl. Then there are guys that could step in and do what Cooper Kupp did.
I'll name them: Lamar, Herbert, Jimmy G.
Basically every quarterback in the AFC.
So Cooper Kupp not better than every receiver on the Ravens right now?
No, wait, let's do it right now.
You're not taking Cooper Kupp over Hollywood Brown?
You replace Cooper Kupp with Antonio Brown. You replace Cooper Kupp with Justin Jefferson. You replace Cooper Kupp with Jamar Chase. Are y'all kidding me right now?
The only person I'm giving you is Justin Jefferson. The only reason why I'm giving you Justin Jefferson
Adams.
is based off the stats.
Those guys can't do what Kupp did.
And how many people could do what Matthew Stafford can do?
Because you know, hold on, let me ask you. Hold on,
stop.
hold on, wait. You know how I know they can't do what Cup did? Because there's only ever been one receiver in the history of the NFL that did what Cup did.
Oh my
And
God.
and how many quarterbacks have done what Matthew Stafford did this year?
How many wide receivers?
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers.
How many wide receivers is Matthew Stafford responsible for having 1,900 yards?
One.
Two.
One other than Cup? One.
Two. It's not a coincidence that Matthew Stafford is a common denominator between those two receivers. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence, bro. It's not a coincidence that Matthew Stafford is the common denominator.
Stafford made Megatron. You're right.
Bro, do you this is just so frustrating because like you overlooking this, bro. That's why I say, okay, bro, if you want to throw that season out the door, okay, just throw it out the door, bro. What about the playoffs, bro? Because in the playoffs, dude, the defenses get tighter. It get harder and harder to move the ball, bro. Dog, like pause. Like it's very difficult to move the ball in the playoffs, my guy. So for Cooper Kupp to respond and produce the way he does in the playoffs for those 4 consecutive games, and in the playoffs, he ends it with the touchdown. Dude, you gotta really give him his respect.
I gave him his respect already.
Who he is.
I gave him
his respect.
Means
he's really that deal.
Y'all coming crazy with this guy. Y'all answer me this.
Him.
Why come he didn't do this with Jared Goff?
What do you mean?
Why come he couldn't do this with Jared Goff?
Maybe hold on.
Get out
maybe
of here.
Hold on. Maybe he could with Jared Goff this year.
No, he couldn't. No, he couldn't, man.
He caught a groove.
I don't know.
Stop. He caught a groove. All I'm saying is he caught a groove.
Why couldn't LeBron? Why
couldn't
LeBron beat the Mavs with Wade and Bosh? But he could beat. But he could beat Oklahoma City.
No, because
you can't compare one season to another. You don't know.
No, LeBron folded in that series. We all know that, bro. Stop. Jared, no, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that Cooper Kupp's having 1,900 yards with Jared Goff. You're not gonna do that.
I'm saying I don't know. I
don't know if they win a Super Bowl without Matthew Stafford.
That's not happening.
Well, hold on. So you're telling me if you replace Matthew Stafford with Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow,
now we're going down the list. I was just going down the list as well.
Josh Allen, they're not all doing the same thing.
No, I was going down the list as well, but y'all was shooting everything.
Because you're wrong. Because those guys don't play slot. They can't play the slot.
DeAndre Hopkins, you got Tyreek Hill, you got
what? Tyreek Hill, no way, can't play slot.
Oh my, Tyreek Hill played the slot for the majority of the season this year. Yo, bro.
All right, fellas, moving along. My next question is: will the Rams make it back to the Super Bowl?
Wait, what's the question?
Will the Los Angeles Rams make it back to the Super Bowl?
Say that again, Ben. Say what you just said. What was the question? Yeah, just say that one more time. What was the question? Yeah. What was the question?
What's the question?
Man. What was the question? Because
we know the question.
We opened up a door.
Yeah, boy, we know the question to that one.
You said, what was the fucking question?
You want me to answer? Since I'm the only one who listened, do you want me to answer the question?
No, I heard him. But it's just like, you gotta say it again. Like, whoa.
Bama, go ahead, Bama. How you feel about it?
Man, come on, man. Is a pig's coochie pork? Like, bro, it's no way chance. Listen, they paid a bag for Aaron Donald. He considering retiring. Andrew Whitworth, arguably their best offensive lineman, retiring. Jalen Ramsay, they paid a bag for retiring. Off season, they paid a bag for Matthew Stafford. Like, and we got to renegotiate this contract. Come on, man. They paid for OBJ. Come on, dude. No,
Sean McVay might leave as well.
Okay.
What you got to say, OG? Look at him. He over here like, oh my God, man.
Because here's the thing about the offseason. This is why we're gonna have so much fun over the next 6 months.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ball, folks.
If everybody comes back, right? If they run it back, as we say, then absolutely they have a chance to make it back to the Super Bowl because two of their biggest obstacles, the Bucks and Tom Brady, is done. It looks like Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are done. So who are you scared of in the NFC? And this is no disrespect. Let's start in their division. Are you scared of the Seahawks? They're good, but are you scared of them? No.
Mhm.
Are you scared of the Niners? They're good, but if it's Trey Lance,
if they
if
keep
it's Trey
Jimmy
Lance,
G,
hold on. If it's Trey Lance, I'm not that scared. Let's be honest. Are you scared of the Cardinals? Well, shoot, sounds like Kyler Murray's trying to work his way out of there, so I'm not scared of them. I'm assuming Aaron Rodgers had left and he's happily in Denver, right? So are you scared of any team in the NFC North? The Bears, the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings? No. Are you scared of any teams in the NFC South? Maybe the shittiest division next season, right? The Bucks have no Brady. Atlanta's garbage. Carolina's trash. The Saints have no Sean Payton and no quarterback. Garbage. Trash. Who else? Are you scared of the NFC East? No, you're never scared of the NFC East. So what's the team that you're worried about? Nothing. If they bring everybody back, they should be the favorites to make it back to the Super Bowl because their biggest competition is San Francisco and Seattle in their division. That's it.
You don't think Dallas?
Unless
His face.
Hey, what was the question again? Like, hold on.
Like if they were in the AFC, I'd be nervous because the AFC right now, the AFC is the West of the 2000s in the NBA when it was like, go to the East because that's the only chance you have because the West you're done. That's what it's like now. The AFC is dangerous. The NFC, if I'm a quarterback, if I'm a top tier quarterback, I'm trying to find out a team in the NFC that has some talent. I'm going there. I'm calling up. I see Debo. I see Debo and the way Kyle Shanahan has that zone run, especially if Mustard or whatever the hell his name is, if he's healthy. I'm calling up San Francisco. I'm like, let me come down there. Let me come to the Bay because there's so much opportunity to take over the NFC. So if they run it back now, if Donald retires and Sean McVay leaves, right? And Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp get divorced, then okay, we're having a different. I don't know if you saw that picture. Matthew Stafford's wife looks a lot like Cooper Kupp. So it really, it depends what happens there. But if they run it back, they're in trouble. The NFC's in trouble.
Yeah, I agree with Fluent.
Never underestimate the heart of a champion.
Ben.
It depends on the off season, man. How everybody's doing, and everybody's retirement. Maybe retirement for the Rams, like Whitworth, Aaron Donald. If Aaron Donald's gone, I'm not gonna lie, I don't see him making the third round. I don't, because Donald's a big piece. So, like, really big piece. So, it depends, bro. It really depends.
Okay. So, moving along to the other team that played a great game, they just came up short. But I need to know who's to blame for the Bengals' loss. If a finger had to be pointed, what direction are you guys pointing that finger?
Zach Taylor.
The offense. Yeah, Ben, you read my mind, boy.
Yeah,
the O-line.
You gotta be.
That O-line folded.
Nah.
Folded.
Yes.
Nah. You can't blame the O-line that they changed their offensive scheme that was working. They weren't giving up any sacks in the first half when they were going 4 or 5 wide, quick passes and running the ball. It's only when they changed up their, hey, let's go back to the old way that doesn't work. And Joe Burrow's holding the ball and getting sacked. That's the offensive coordinator, or I think Zach Taylor calls the play. So that's why I'm blaming Zach Taylor. He forgot that he had Joe Mixon, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe Joe Mixon upset him. I don't know. Maybe they got in a fight at halftime. He found out that Monet can sing, and he was like, "Ooh, baby," and he forgot what plays to call. Monet can sing.
Okay, I mean, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Honestly, it goes either way. O-line or Zach Taylor.
Alabama. Oh, you was about to say something?
I was about to say Eli Apple, bro. He be talking all that junk for nothing. Got burnt by Cooper Kupp.
Shut his mouth. He should have shut it. Just play the damn game. Talk after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Eli Apple got it.
Got toasted.
Shout out Eli Apple.
Can I mention something? You see, this is why I said about Jalen Ramsay and everything. When you are playing a position for the whole entirety of a season, that's not really used to your own, because they had him in like this hybrid linebacker / CB role. it really affects your play when you're really trying to be like truly a CB. And the Rams really tried to do that in this game, and you could see the difference in Jalen Ramsay, where he really wasn't that same Jalen Ramsay as we were used to, and we really seen that. But that's not really due to his talent. That was really due to his comfortability, his familiarity, his you build habits, you build consistency when you play a specific type of position. And Jalen Ramsey, it was just one of those like, yo, I haven't been doing this all year round, which is why I'm not playing to the same level as I'm used to playing as years before. I just want to throw that out there because I see a bunch of guys in the chat saying, "Oh, Jalen Ramsey over here giving up passes and stuff like, bro, stop it, bro. Like, stop. You're not gonna disrespect Jalen Ramsey like that. You build habits as players. You build habits as human beings. If you do one thing for an extended period of time, you're gonna build habits that's gonna make you not play the same way that you used to in a different type of position. You're not like, come on, bro, stop doing that.
Got you. Bama, who's to blame for the Bengals falling short?
Script. Zach Taylor. Hey man, I'm sorry, bro. This is what make people think football is scripted. Cause I tell people it's not rigged, because if it's rigged, I mean everybody's in on it. But scripted mean that the coaches, referees, all that would be in on it. It's so funny that they put Samaje Perine in and they call a play that has little to zero chances of being successful. Whereas if you had Joe Mixon in there, the groove he had is he breaks that tackle and he picks up that 1 yard, regardless of whatever play they call, just because he was in a groove, he was in the mix, all that different type of thing. So, of course, that whole last drive, we just go leave him out. We go stall him out. And that's what happened in the Super Bowl with the Seahawks. Fluent highlighted it. Hey, man, we go throw the ball to Russell Wilson instead of running the ball Marshawn Lynch, even though we know he'll pick it up. But I ain't going to get too deep off in that. I'll just say, man, it's Zach Taylor. He choked, you know what I'm saying? He's going against Sensei, and Pupil would never be better than Sensei. And he choked, he stalled in the moment, man. He probably forgot, whatever the case may be, man. But they fumbled right there, you know what I mean? Because they were supposed to have Joe Mixon in right there and keep running that ball slap down their throat.
Joe
Like what I told everybody. What I told everybody, Ben. You even posted about it.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I have a new prediction.
Talk to us.
So it's February 15th at 10:42 p.m. Eastern, and I'm telling you that the Arizona Cardinals will win the Super Bowl next season. Bama, get us some tickets.
All right.
Well, because apparently every year the script says that the home team now, who's hosted the Super Bowl, is gonna get to the Super Bowl and win.
It's in Arizona next year.
It's Arizona next year, so there you go.
Super Bowl 47.
Tampa, LA.
Oh, I thought it was in Dallas. I'm about to say, hey man.
No, that's if they never want a home team to play in the Super Bowl again. Yeah, if they never want a home team to play again, they'll do it in Dallas.
Okay, fellas. So Joe Burrows on the Bengals loss had this to say. I would like to think we'll be back in this situation multiple times over the course of the next few years. We take this and we let it fuel you for the rest of our careers. Are the Bengals hungry? Are they going to be back?
They in the offseason just got to work on that O-line, get that upgraded. That's really all they need. They be straight. That's what I think they need, and then they got signed T. Higgins too. So yeah.
I agree with Ben 100%. As I said before, bro, the Bengals have so much cap space, bro. Like so much, and it's like they could really capitalize on this season and truly be a very great contender if they really revamp that O line. Because I ain't gonna lie, Joe Burrow took a beating this playoff series, this playoff run, a beating. I felt bad for dude. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Fluent. Is the sky the limit for the Bengals, or did they overachieve?
Oh, they're done. Bengals are done. The Bengals are done because they're the Bengals, and they had a nice run just like in 1988, and they're in a conference where there's far too many teams, that are good, that have a chance. The Bills are still there. The Patriots are on the come. The Patriots are on the come up. Everyone's sleeping on the Ravens, who are going to be back next season when Lamar's back. You still have the Chargers. You still have the Chiefs. I didn't even mention the Chiefs. Like, there's literally 8 teams. Tennessee's a quarterback away, right? But in the regular season, they're still good enough. So there's 8 teams that are good enough to dethrone the Bengals. And it reminds me, there was a quarterback once upon a time in his second season. He threw for over 5,000 yards in a league that didn't pass. Bro, you want to talk about phenoms? You talk Patrick Mahomes? Nah, man. This quarterback threw for 5,084 yards, 48 touchdowns, 108.9 QB rating, only 17 interceptions. Nasty second season. Went to the Super Bowl, lost, and thought, hey, it's only my second season. We'll be back. And poor Dan Marino never made it back to the Super Bowl. Imagine throwing for over 5,000 yards in 1984. That's like throwing 7,000 yards today. It's not that easy. That's why I say the Bengals had to take advantage of this, because you never know if you're going to be back. And so, yeah, it's unfortunate, but no, I don't think we're going to see them again anytime soon. And don't forget this: 2 more years, and then Joe Burrow is going to get a max contract, and so all that money is going to disappear.
I was waiting for that to come. I knew that was going to come.
What's up,
Bama?
Go
ahead. Go ahead, Deb.
No. Let Bama go. I don't want to start a whole debate. I don't.
Bama, what's next for the Bengals?
They're going to be in for a dogfight. I'm not just going to sit there and say they don't have a chance. They're going to have a chance. But, hey, man, I stand by this. Lamar Jackson is coming, bro. Like, for real, dog. Like, y'all watch out for that young pup. He was on a tear before he got hurt, especially when they gave T. Higgins over, started letting him call plays. I tell people this because they act like Lamar Jackson can't throw. So once T. Higgins got the play call, we saw them. 86% passing percentage, 4 touchdowns, 442 yards, 140 quarterback rating. Next game, 68 quarterback rating, dropped off a little bit, 1-2, 1-0, 3-2, 1-1. But if you look at his passer rating, it's 87, 88, 73. It's all high while he's being sacked 5 times, 4 times, 4. He's being sacked just as much as Joe Burrow throughout the course of them games. But he's notching those high player ratings. Dog, do not sleep on the development over there with Lamar Jackson. Another year up under T. Higgins, who is also great over there at Tennessee. Also, we got videos of Patrick Mahomes already working out. Different things like that. If you think, if you look at the end of the Kansas City Chiefs Bills game, you think Josh Allen, he don't want revenge. They got a few teams. Bill Belichick, another year with Mac Jones, another year to figure out how he go get his defense better, different things like that. So my favorite, Tua. Sean McDaniels talked about how he put an emphasis on the run game, how he going to protect Tua, turn him into the ultimate game manager. So, hey, man, that, like I said, the NFC is like what Fluent said, the West back in mid-2000s, where you got to win at least 50 games to make the playoffs. Listen to that. You had to win. Out of 82 games, you had to win at least 50 games to make the playoffs in the West.
Sir.
So that's what the AFC has turned into, man. So I'm not going to say, he can't, but hey, it's a dog fight, man. He gonna have to work to get
Listen, let me ask you, everybody, a question. Actually, I'll ask Ben this question. How much faith do you have, historically, looking at the Bengals, that they're going to make the right moves in free agency with all that money?
I trust them like 80%.
Really?
Yeah.
What they've done? Okay. I don't trust them. I don't trust them 80%.
It's two teams. It's 2 teams that had crazy cap space before the Bengals, right? The Washington Redskins and the Miami Dolphins.
That's the Commanders.
Look how they spent all of that money.
One thing.
It's a difference because the Bengals, it's like they just made it to the Super Bowl, bro. Like, and they literally
every Super Bowl, every championship game in any sport, everything has to go your way to get there. So what's the likelihood that everything's going to go their way again?
I mean,
I'm
they
not gonna
only
lie. Evan Neal might make a big difference for them. That boy is a freak of nature. He had like a 51-inch, 61-inch box jump. That's the
and
offensive lineman from Alabama. I mean, he might make a big difference.
and they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They beat and they only lost by 3 points to the Rams. So it's like if they get better with that money, if they make the right decisions, I mean, bro, they could really make some things happen. They really can.
Do you remember what I told you when you were all on your Chiefs going back and winning the Super Bowl this year?
Uh-huh.
What I tell you?
You said yeah, this year was the only thing, but then when that contract start kicking in, they're gonna lose
No, no,
players.
no, no, no. I meant the team that loses the Super Bowl. How many of them have gone back to win the Super Bowl the next year?
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
In
Yeah,
the
you did tell
history
me
of the
that.
NFL, 3.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'll put $1 million on the fact the Bengals ain't going back and winning because teams don't go back and win the Super Bowl after they lose it. They just don't.
Fair
Like
point.
like the Patriots did it. The only recent team that did it was the Patriots and 2 teams in the 70s, the Cowboys and the Dolphins. That's it. And it took the Dolphins having a perfect season after losing in the Super Bowl. They had a perfect season to go back and win it. It's too hard. It's too hard to do it.
I get it. I get it.
The wild, wild East. I cannot wait to see what the AFC is going to do next year. I can't wait to see the competition. Also, on top of that, before that, I can't wait for this summer with us doing all our predictions and us talking about how each team stacks up against each other, especially when we factor in all the offseason moves. It's going to be a crazy summer, crazy offseason. And here we are. We're at the start of it. Now, Super Bowl in and of itself is one of the craziest events. But the halftime show never fails us with with some surprise in one way, shape, or form. I want to hear from you guys. How'd you feel about the halftime performance, and where do you rate it in terms of all the halftime performances you've seen? Doug, kick us off.
Whew, my all-time favorite because it was honestly a big behind surprise. And you know this, 50 Cent is my
Yep.
favorite rapper, bro. When he performed, when he was over there upside down performing in the club, bro, shock. It was my favorite moment of that whole entire thing, and I was like, yeah, this is really a banger. So that was my favorite moment throughout that whole entire concert. And Eminem did his thing as well. God, shout out Eminem.
Yeah, man, how'd you feel about it?
Ew, bruh. I ain't know people still listen to Eminem, man. I'm sorry about that one, bruh. But hey,
Yo, Eminem
what?
is the Cooper Cup of rappers.
Don't do that.
Yes, he
Don't
is.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's
Hey,
Vanilla Ice.
at one point he was though. We
Yeah.
don't gotta talk about
We ain't
now.
got to debate that. Yeah. We ain't got to debate
Okay,
that.
all right,
But but he not as iconic as Compton's Beethoven. When them boys really got up there, Doctor, come on, man. Compton's Beethoven, bro.
Oh,
Act
you're right.
bro.
You're right.
Act
You're
right. Yeah. That's Compton's Beethoven, bro. Like for real. How y'all look at Beethoven? That's what Dre is in LA. Act right now. Snoop. Mary J. Blige, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Mary, she snapped.
I love
She
you,
went
Mary.
on.
snap.
I love
Come
you,
on,
Mary.
man. They went in, man. Just right there. Them 3 right there, they went in, bro. I'm sorry. I had to go with them 3 because they really snapped. They just could have let them, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they had Kendrick and all of them, but man, they won me over with Compton's Beethoven, Snoop, and Mary. They cut up. You feel me? Hey, it was pop for so long. So I like it.
Ben, how'd you feel about it?
Definitely, this was definitely in my top 2. Either that one or it was Bruno Mars and Beyonce.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the titty.
Janet.
But yeah,
Ben was a little too young for the titty. He'll
He was still on the titty when she showed her titty.
I thought he was gonna say J Lo and Shakira.
oh no,
Shakira was alright for
Hold
real.
on, no.
Hold on, that was last year or 2 years ago?
Last year.
No, that's long ago, bro.
That was
2
That
years
wasn't
ago.
that long. It was
The
like
weekend was
Was it like
last
3,
year.
4 years ago?
The weekend was
it?
last year.
No,
it was
that
like
was 2
two.
years
It was
ago.
like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. I
I
think it was
still
the
remember that
Niners
like it was
versus.
yesterday.
Wasn't it the Niners and Kansas City Chiefs?
And I think so. And you know
Maybe.
what? I wasn't even too like excited to see them. I was like, okay, J-Lo, Shakira.
But
The
then
minute they hit that stage and started doing what they do, started saucing and shaking, and
shaking that
I was
booty,
Yeah.
like,
boy.
whoa.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay,
you
but
should.
that's a different kind of entertainment though. So I don't know
You're
that.
right.
You
You're
should.
right.
You
You're
Boy,
should.
right.
You
when
should
Kendrick
see me on
Lamar,
Saturday, man.
when Kendrick Lamar came out, boy, oh my God, I was turned. I was
So,
turned, boy.
so Ben, that was your favorite part of the Super Bowl. By the way,
Yeah.
tap in. What'd you guys like about the halftime show? What was who had the best
Hold on,
performance?
isn't the question? Was it the greatest halftime show ever?
Thanks for
Wasn't
getting the
that the
clutch.
question?
No, that
Thank
is
you.
the question. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
even think
I don't know
up
that
for
anybody
debate,
answered
though.
that.
I don't, well,
It's not a
Ben,
debate.
Ben's well,
two.
for me, for what I've seen, but that's why I say Jew for last though,
Oh,
because
okay.
you see
Yeah.
where I'm
I've
getting
seen
at?
more.
Ben said it's top two.
Okay.
Bama didn't necessarily touch on it. Dub said it was his
It's up.
favorite.
Hey, I feel like it's my favorite. I know Fluent didn't seen every Super Bowl since Super Bowl 6, so we'll just let him. We'll just let him. You know, he
All
like
right.
the flex.
So let me
He
say
did
this because now it is because it's my type of music and it's the music I grew up to. So musically, it was my favorite. But in terms of stage performance, it's in the top 5. But here's the ones that are kind of probably better in terms of what you got to see. And the reason I say this, don't forget, I was sending you pictures from my idiot friend who was sending me pictures, right? You saw those seats he had; those were good seats. But he was on the other side where all he saw was the back of those trailers. You couldn't see anything; it was just white.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. From an actual stage production, Prince is number 1 all time. You can't be on stage and start singing Purple Rain and it starts to rain. Like that's how much power Prince had. He just started playing his guitar and he said, "Make it rain,"
That's
and it started to
insane.
rain. And
That's
it's Prince.
crazy.
And it's Prince. So Prince is 1. 2,
R.I.P. to.
yes, absolutely. 2 is kind of it's a 2A, 2B for me because when I was a kid and I saw this, right, Michael Jackson perform, man, that was crazy, right? That was crazy. Michael Jackson was performing at the Super Bowl. I don't know if you guys might not like this, but U2, because of when they performed right after 9/11, they performed that song at that MLK, like that was big. And then I put kind of the Eminem because then there's a bunch of other ones. Then it's like the Beyonce, the Lady Gaga from a stage performance was crazy. But I put Sundays ahead of those ones. So I would say maybe Prince, Michael Jackson, U2, and then Dr. Dre and team for me.
Okay. A little Super Bowl halftime history for you guys who
Nah,
might
that's
not
fire
know.
though. I didn't even know Michael Jackson performed.
Oh, you did?
Crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
Wow.
And no,
Crazy, bro.
Mike would be number 2 for me, I
Yeah.
would say. But also, I didn't really factor in being at the game and just watching everything from the perspectives you were saying, Fluent. So I wouldn't have never realized that the people behind the stage was only seeing white.
All they see was white trailer. And now, don't get me wrong, they got to stare at the back of Mary that whole time. So maybe there's a plus.
But here's the thing about that also though, Fluid. The Rams stadium just got built. How old is it?
Yeah, it's second season. Second season.
So you got to understand the
Or maybe
screens in that
first.
stadium. I think it is the first. They just
Yeah,
played
it might have been the first.
The
Yeah.
screens in that stadium are immaculate. They're HD.
Sure.
And it's that so they got to just.
But
look
I don't want to
straight up
watch
and
it on
watch
TV. I didn't pay $10,000 for an average seat.
Yeah.
I mean, you paid $10,000 for a booty shot and to watch it on TV.
There you go. Maybe.
If I'm mad if I'm in front, you know what I'm saying?
Turn around.
All right, fellas. Now, I just want to, and everybody else can chime in right now. This is our first season doing this. This was our first playoffs. This was our first Super Bowl in Players' Choice Gridiron. I speak for everybody up here when I say that we're all grateful. We're all thankful for everybody that tunes in, everybody that watches, everybody in the chat, everybody on YouTube that comments, all our subscribers, everybody on TikTok that shows us love, and everybody on TikTok that hates us but secretly loves us. We thank you guys, and we've came a long way. We still got a long way to go, but I just want to, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Dub, you got anybody in specific?
I'm messaging him right now. I'm over here in the chat talking to everybody.
Oh yeah, okay,
Remember just comedy, just saying. Nah,
okay.
but wait. Yeah, bro. But nah, yeah. This is our first season that we just capped off, man. And it started off a little bit dry. We had to, get a feel for each other, man. And I would just like to say that. This is a good group right here. Fluent, Bama, Ron, Ben. Love you guys for real, bro. We started something new. We built this together, bro. So, man, shout out to you guys, bro. We gonna keep going, man. Garb the fisted, I'm coming for you.
50K subscribers next year. Watch what I tell y'all, bro.
Uh-huh. We coming. Okay, so after this Super Bowl win, it's been a lot of rumors around Aaron Donaldson. He was actually asked after the Super Bowl would he retire. He said, "I'm just gonna stay in the moment. I'm gonna take it a day at a time." But if he was to retire today, would he be the best defensive player of all time? Ben, this was the topic that you brought up, so I'm gonna go to you first.
Um, I got him right at 3. Um, I got Lawrence Taylor 1, and it might be crazy, but I got Deion Sanders 2.
That's not crazy.
One, because that dude covered the whole, like the right side or left side of the field. But Aaron Donald, if he retires, already a Hall of Famer, all that type of stuff. He got the resume and all that type of stuff, accolades. So I got him right at 3.
Okay. And was he in your top 5 before the Super Bowl, or did this with the sack?
He was already there. He was already there. Yeah, he was already there.
So the game winning sack didn't propel him forward. Okay.
Thanks, R. Crump. Appreciate you. I don't see the YouTube comments. Appreciate you.
Bama, how you feel about him?
He was phenomenal. 9-year career, 8 All-Pro defensive selections. Really should be 9. Had better stats than Marcel Darius, Kyle Williams, and Dominican Sue at year 4 at the defensive tackle position. I won't really just put him top 5, man, just because, man, there's just so many players you're looking over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fluent will probably know this. Refrigerator Perry, Singletary. It's just a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying? You got to go back and look at, what they did and what type of impact they Killer Ray, you know what I mean? So, I mean, for sure, he top 10, you know what I'm saying? Greatest? That's hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. Like,
yeah.
I'll probably have him somewhere around 8. I'll really have to look, man, because man, I gotta be respectful, man. There was a lot of dominant players up in there that you really gotta factor in there, man. Like that commanded the defense. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many factors that go into being a number 5 overall. You know what I'm saying? Just all one Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But D tackle wise, he up there. He Warren Sapp. Oh man, like it's a lot of great players you gotta think about. Yeah, it's just a lot of great players. But Aaron Donald, fire. You know what I'm saying? Like he top 10 for sure. You know what I mean? But if he retire, he can retire easy Hall of Fame because he broke that standard or whatever it is. You know, it ain't like quarterbacks. He really balled out to get to where he was. You know what I mean? So,
I would like to say that Aaron Donald deserves his flowers. He's one of the greatest defensive player we've ever seen in my lifetime, younger generation. But when you got guys like Deion Sanders, Lawrence Taylor, even Ray Lewis, bro, it's like it's so hard to just completely knock all of those guys and put him there. So I can't call him the best defensive player of all time, especially like bro, LT in his time, bro. Did he win an MVP? A defensive player, one of the few guys to do it. I think like the
Mhm.
only guy. So like Lawrence Taylor, the way he affected the game, bro, from a defensive standpoint, it's like I'm sorry, bro. I can't do
Refrigerator
that.
Perry was so dominant,
I
they
86,
had to
can't do it.
use him on
80,
offense.
80, 86. Dub, you're right. Sorry, I wasn't. In 1986, yes,
19,
Lawrence Taylor was the MVP. Yeah.
like bro, I'm sorry. Like we're probably never gonna see that level of dominance from a defensive player ever again in our lifetime. So it's like Lawrence Taylor, bro. It's like I don't think I could ever put anybody above Lawrence Taylor if they don't put on that same level of dominance at all.
Okay, okay.
It's hard. Look, you can't. You look. No. To answer the question, is he the greatest
Mean
ever?
Joe
No,
Green.
he's not the greatest ever, right? And it's hard because how do you rank, a D lineman versus a linebacker versus a cornerback versus a safety? It's hard. But like if I just throw out some names, right? We've all said Lawrence Taylor 100 times, and I think he's the greatest defensive player ever. But like, we didn't even say Reggie White,
Chill.
Ronnie Lott,
Reggie White.
Deacon Jones, Dick Buckus, depends how far. Mean Joe Green, you just said. Rod Woodson, you said Deion
Trevor.
Sanders. No one said Ed Reed, maybe
Ed
the
Reed.
smartest defensive player ever,
Ah.
right? There's so many, but I think this year, I think for me, he wasn't in my top 10. He wasn't. This year did move him into the top 10. So he isn't. I don't know where he's going to fit in my top 10, but I think this year definitely. I don't know who I'm going to take out because of those names I just said. But yeah, I think especially having the game-winning sack, all that kind of stuff, he easily could have been the MVP of the Super Bowl. They don't like giving it to defensive players though, so that's probably why. But yeah, I think this season definitely propelled him into that top 10. But is he the best ever? No.
Okay, okay. Getting into our hot topics. We kind of touched on it already. Joe Burrow was sacked 19 times in the playoffs. That's the most in NFL history. Thoughts on that?
That's actually
Jo-
pretty good considering 9 was against Tennessee and 7 was in the Super Bowl. That's 16. So their other 2 games, there was only 3. That's not bad
Not bad at all.
for those other 2 games.
And they went against arguably in the Super Bowl a top 10 all-time player, as we just argued.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, we just argued. Um, I
And a
mean,
former, and hold on, and a not too far removed former
Mhm.
Super Bowl MVP on the in Von Miller. We forget about that.
mhm.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And an innovative offensive coordinator that's his second time in 4 years being in that same place. So
And this is why Joe Burrow does deserve the respect that he's getting because some people just don't know how to handle pressure. Some quarterbacks really fold under that type of pressure. And the way Joe Burrow was, of course, like I mean, there's only so much you can do, but the way he responds to that pressure, the way he responds to getting hit that many times and facing that type of physicality, that he's not phased. He's always willing to get back up. He's just a fighter. He's just a dog. He's just a demon, bro. Like Joe Burrow deserves all the respect he's been getting, all the praise, completely.
Mhm.
The chat is asking whoever's watching basketball to please mute your TV.
Ben. And you, Fluent, what's your take on this?
What's the question?
Just talking about
Just
the
Joe.
Bengals. Yeah, 19 sacks in the playoffs.
Uh, listen, the Bengals, the Bengals decided to go down a path, and it obviously worked because it got them to the Super Bowl. But before they even drafted Joe Burrow, we knew they didn't have an offensive line. It wasn't like Andy Dalton wasn't getting smoked every game too. And everybody said get an offensive line. They went Joe Burrow. Okay. Get an offensive line. They went Jamar Chase. Okay, both of those worked out great for them. But I think if they have any shot of having continued success, they're going to need to get, as cool as Joe Burr is, they need to get him some protection, or again, just play that style that they played in the first half of the Super Bowl. Run the ball, get rid of the ball quick, go 4 or 5 wide. So, but they got to commit to it because they can't give up. You can't give up that many sacks. You're gonna get PTSD. I'm telling you. People laugh when I say that, but a perfect example. David Carr, Derek Carr's brother.
Ew.
He went to Houston, right? And got sacked. Hold on. He got sacked about 2,000 times in Houston. And just like he couldn't play anymore. He was just like shaking every time he take a snap. You can't take that many sacks. They need to protect him. And the chances are when you get sacked that much, you start making bad decisions. You either start to scramble, you're gonna get hurt, you start to make mistakes, and it's not good. Like, he's still in his second year, don't forget. Like, you want him to start getting good habits and getting sacked a bunches. And every quarterback looks pedestrian. Just think about it. Tom Brady's the GOAT. Sack him a bunch of times, he looks garbage. Patrick Mahomes, most talented quarterback we've ever seen. Get him on the run, trash. Right? You have to protect your quarterback. What he looked like in the Super Bowl when he was running around for his life?
We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing this, bro. Stop.
Does he look good when he's getting pressure?
It's a different. Oh my God.
Does he look good?
It's a different type of dynamic when you're literally grabbing bench players.
Dude,
bro,
I'm not
players.
Dude, it's not about that. Listen, you're hearing the wrong thing. You've had too much sauce, dude. Listen, what I'm saying. When there's no protection for a quarterback, they don't look good,
bro.
You say Brady, but I ain't gonna lie. That boy Brady get up to that line.
When I sit here and tell you,
really?
that man,
Really?
Patrick Mahomes,
the only time he didn't
lost
look good,
twice to the Giants.
Okay, I'm glad you bought that
because
up.
they were
the league average for time in the pocket was 2.4 seconds. That's if a team has a good pass rush. Do you realize those years with the Giants, the average time of the quarterback had to get rid of the ball was 1.1 seconds?
Exactly. Nobody. Quarterback is good under pressure. That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point.
But if you're under pressure.
My point is, any quarterback under pressure is not going to perform as well as when they're not under pressure.
And that's a fact.
I'm not saying any.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. That man, Patrick Mahomes, in the Super Bowl.
If they want Joe Burrow to continue to succeed, they're going to have to give him some more time.
You're right. But when we watched Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl, I swear I thought I was seeing the second coming of Jesus Christ, because that boy was hitting. Even in that pressure, there was plays where it was like, damn, yo, the wide receiver went right to your damn face. I don't know.
Hold on. Look how when he lost to the Bengals and they got him under pressure, he throws a pick, he gets a fumble. They're very lucky he recovered that fumble for the tying field goal. It's just the more pressure you put on a quarterback, the worse they're going to look.
They changed the scheme.
It's okay. I'm not saying they're bad quarterbacks. What I'm saying is it doesn't matter how good you are as a quarterback. If you're under pressure, you're not going to perform as well. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you.
You want to know who got the most passing yards under pressure?
Joe Burrow.
Justin Herbert.
Of course. Yeah, well, there you go.
Look at him.
I dropped him back.
He's a beast.
Hey, man, guard the fist of the fool. He calling that boy Mafraud.
Mafraud. Yo, bro, guard, bro. We got to get you on the show, bro. You're too legendary to just be there in the chat all the time, for real. We got to get you on the show, bro.
I like that name, Mafraud.
All right, fellas. OBJ has as many touchdowns in his limited stint with the Rams as he did during his whole stint in Cleveland.
Yeah, how are you going to get touchdowns without a quarterback?
But in Mayfield, baby. Trash can.
Trash.
Send him where Johnny Manziel is.
FCA. That boy ball out in the FCA.
He's a sober Johnny Manziel.
Sober.
I like that Trent Max said this, Dub. We need a viewers debate. We kind of have we've been brainstorming ideas for the off season for you guys to have a constant rotation of you guys coming through. Now, if you guys want to debate amongst yourselves, definitely hit up the Discord or hit up me and Ron. We'll definitely talk about that. But we was getting more of like a rotation of segments for you guys to come in and talk with us and debate with us and keep a constant rotation of you guys coming in and out. So we definitely have that in mind for the off season. We have been thinking about that.
Yes, sir. We absolutely will have something for you guys. Just stay tuned for that. All right. The Packers are ready to go all in for Aaron Rodgers.
Should go
Thoughts
ahead.
on this?
Go ahead.
They're trying to
Go
go
ahead.
all in.
They are ready to spend as close to the cap for the 2022 season as possible.
I mean, I would love for him to go to Denver though, because they need a quarterback for real.
I'd like him out of the NFC North. I agree with that.
Uh,
Yeah.
I listen, man. I think the Titans just need to make moves to get Aaron Rodgers there. That's all that. Aaron Rodgers.
If you're, let me ask you, if you're the Packers, would you trade? Would you trade if he says, "Hey, I'm going to go sign there," but the way to do it is we're gonna trade you Ryan Tannehill. We're gonna do like some funky business to trade you Ryan Tannehill so that we could sign Aaron Rodgers. Would you take Tannehill as your gap quarterback?
Me?
Yeah, if you're the Packers.
Jordan Love player.
Nah, bro. I don't want Tannehill. Sounds not that guy, bro. Especially if Devontae Adams doesn't come.
Oh, Devontae Adams has already said he's
going, right?
He's going wherever Aaron Rodgers goes, even though the Bears offered him whatever he wants.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
Bro, bro. I'm like, bro. I'm sorry, bro. If Devontae Adams he has no weapons and I don't want Tannehill there. Nope, I'm good, bro. But I'm saying for Aaron Rodgers though, like that's a dream scenario for Aaron Rodgers. Tennessee, Aaron Rodgers, AJ Brown, Derrick.
And he don't have to play the Niners.
Ooh, talk to me, Bama. Julio Jones is Julio Jones gonna stay there?
I don't know.
If Julio
I'm
Jones,
just saying, no, you talking about, oh, he don't have to play the Niners, but Bengals, solid defense. Ravens, when healthy, solid defense. Patriots,
I would not want to
defense.
go. I would not want to go to an AFC team. Like, even just think about it. You said Denver, but do you want to go into the AFC West with Kansas City, the Chargers? I don't know what the Raiders are going to be with Josh McDaniels, but they're pretty good. And you're on Denver, and then you still have to face Buffalo, New England, Miami.
That could be the best division. That could be the best division.
You're in the toughest division, and then when you play outside of your division, like I said, you got the Bengals, the Ravens, the Bills, the Patriots. Like, I'd rather be like, hey, Carolina, New Orleans, San Francisco. Any of y'all need a quarterback? Because I'm available.
Can you imagine
San Francisco? Go to San Francisco.
Yes, pull a Kevin Durant. Can't beat him. Join him.
Yeah, go there. He's terrified of him. He throw games at him.
Ben's like, no, because then he's in the same division as the Seahawks.
Exactly.
What about
you can feel my pain? You feel my pain as a Bears fan with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre for the last 30 years. He might
win a Super Bowl too.
What about the Buccaneers?
Maybe
he's still in the NFC.
No, NFC. Yeah, Bucks. The Bucks are good.
Buccaneers,
because they're in a trash division. There's nobody in the NFC South.
He's still gonna have to play the Niners.
San Francisco.
He was in a trash division this year.
No, but if he had, hold on, you put Aaron Rodgers on if that defense is healthy with the Bucks, and you got Godwin. I don't know now. Godwin's a free agent, but you got Godwin, Mike Evans. If all those guys stay, I don't know. It's pretty
solid. I like that.
Pretty solid.
I like that.
Oh, I mean, remember Devontae Adams said he goes wherever Aaron Rodgers goes. So
yeah, maybe he goes to Tampa instead of Godwin. Now you have Devontae Adams. Could you imagine Devontae Adams, Mike Evans?
Oh, it sounds a lot better than Odell Beckham and Cooper Kupp.
It would be similar to Allen Lazard, 6'5", Mike Evans, 6'5". It would be similar to that.
No,
you comparing Lazard to Mike Evans?
Wait, what?
Did you just compare Mike Evans to Allen the Lizard?
All I'm saying, he gotta play Green Bay. I mean, not Green Bay, but San Francisco. And
I'd rather have to play San Francisco than run that AFC gauntlet. That's one team.
Wait. Now we need to get into this. So where does Mike Evans rank for you, Bama?
Apparently equal with Allen Lazard.
There's no way. Is he a top 10 or top 15 receiver?
Maybe top 10.
Maybe.
I'll really have to think. Cause it might be like top 15.
All right, here's a better question. How many people are you picking over Mike Evans?
Okay, we're gonna start with Cooper Kupp at 1 first of all. Like that's a layup. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. The season Cooper Kupp had, that's three people right there. What that boy middle name is? Cooper Gerardo Cup or whatever his name is. Cooper Douglas Cup. Cooper Douglas Cup. That's 3. That's 3 people right there. 4, Justin Jefferson. 5, Tay Adams. 6, Keenan Allen. 7, Tariq Hill. 8, Jamal Chase. 9, Allen Robinson. 10, Calvin Ridley. 11, Deontay Johnson. 8, Stephon Diggs. Hey, bro, Diggs way more up there. I'm taking Diggs. My fault. I'm taking Diggs like 5 or something. Up there. Still up there. You got Diggs.
Over Mike Evans? Deontay Johnson over Mike Evans?
The most yard separation in the league, bro. 8.1, dog.
Bro,
like 8.1 yards separation. Do you know
Deontay
how
Johnson.
OD that is? Do you know how OD that is? He's playing with Ben Roethlisberger.
Bro, I get
Stop.
you. I get you, but bro,
Devontae
Mike
Smith.
Evans.
Devontae Smith.
Oh my
Yup,
God,
I'm doing
you're losing me, bro. You're
Devontae
losing
Smith.
me.
Devontae Smith. That's my dog. That's my dog. Yeah. That's like 13 people. So
Yo, you're losing me, bro. You're losing me. Devontae Smith over Mike Evans, bro. I don't even know what to say, bro. That's worse than me.
I don't care, bro. He big, don't get me wrong. Jump ball fiend.
You know they used him a lot in the slot this year, right? Especially when all those guys got hurt.
Still though. I respect that. Bro, those guys right there. Bro,
Bama need to be stopped. Bama
Bama.
Especially right now.
Hey, Bama. That's my dog.
Yeah, that's my dog. hey, just so you know.
T-shirt.
That's my dog.
T-shirt.
Who I won't take over him? DK Metcalf. How about that? How you like that?
I can't. Debo Samuel. Hey.
Are you adding more people in there?
So, my God, you're picking Debo Samuel over Mike Evans, bro? Oh my God, bro. Ron, what's the next topic, bro? I don't even know what to say to this, bro.
Mike is nice though. I like Mike.
Mike is, bro. I'm not getting into this bag.
So
this
look,
is crazy.
those receivers I named, you not taking them over Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is a demon.
I named 9 receivers, bro.
What's wrong with what? Receivers. You think Mike Evans
still
really,
top 10? He's at
really,
10.
Bro, do you really think that Mike Evans is just this big body receiver? You think he has no route running, no hands? You think he's just a big body? He's just aggressive
he ain't
catching
got
over
more route
everybody?
running and hands than Mike Williams when healthy.
Oh my God,
Mike Thomas,
Williams.
My fault. Not Mike Williams, but Mike Thomas. Mike Thomas when healthy.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, Mike Thomas is.
He ain't got more routes than Allen Robinson.
Mike Thomas has slants. Mike Thomas has slants the whole time, bro. Like, cut it out, bro. I'm picking Mike Evans over Michael Thomas.
I'm talking about the hardest route to run and get over.
Hold on, you're taking Mike Evans over Mike Thomas?
Easily.
No.
Easily.
No. You're very recency biased because he didn't play this season. You forgot how good he was.
I didn't like Michael Thomas even when he was putting up all these numbers.
Damn.
I didn't. It's Cooper Kupp. Michael Thomas is Cooper Kupp. It's the same people, bro.
So he's the greatest receiver this.
You know how I feel about Cooper Kupp, bro. Like, bro, Michael Thomas was
incorrectly.
Bro, Michael Thomas to me, bro, he just wasn't really one of those guys. I had Odell, I had Julio, I had AB over him easily. Like, not even.
You know, Michael Thomas was a top 5 receiver when healthy.
In other people's eyes.
What do you mean, stats-wise?
Stats-wise, there you go. That's all y'all have.
He doesn't care about stats, man. He doesn't want to grow with a brain. He wants to grow with pretty in a draft.
Oh, I forgot about that. D-Hop.
D-Hop. Oh my God. Allen Robinson was putting up great numbers at that time with bump
You
quarterback.
talking about Mike
at the
Evans? You
bump
talking about who I
quarterback.
take over Mike Evans? I just gave you another name.
Oh my
So now he down
God.
to 11. Now
This,
he down to 11.
yo, bro, Mike Evans, bro. No, you're not doing that, bro. You're not
Doug,
doing
so
that, bro.
you wouldn't take D Hop over Mike Evans?
Who?
No, I will pick D Hop. I would pick
You wouldn't
D-Hop.
take Rico over Mike Evans?
I would take Reek. I would pick D Hop. I would pick Devontae Adams. I would pick
Justin Jefferson?
Justin Jefferson, of course.
Okay. Cooper Kupp.
Yo, stop playing with me. I'm not picking Cooper. I'm not
Oh
picking.
my God, bro! You
All right,
Cooper
come
Kupp
on.
over
We going
Mike
to the
Evans.
we going to the next topic. This
Ryan,
is officially
next
done.
topic. Yeah,
Bama,
this
you
is-
ended it. I
Yeah.
can't. Bama, you really did end it with the Devontae Smith. But when we came back and you said, "Come on, Doug."
Come on,
Doug.
Doug.
Bro, what the hell y'all want me to do? I think Mike Evans can make that same catch that Cooper Kupp did at that end against Eli
He's
Apple.
not better than Cooper. He's not better than Douglas. He's not better than Kupp. Okay.
Bro, y'all crazy.
All right.
Keenan Allen, I think he's probably along the same lines of Keenan Allen. I'm with you on there. I think they're like right there with each other. But anybody else, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not hearing it. Deontay Johnson.
All right. So the 49ers.
Terry
speaking of
McLaurin.
which-
You got Terry McLaurin over Mike Evans?
Yep.
If I had Terry McLaurin, now he down to 12. Like, look how far he can get down the
So
list,
you're
my
going
boy.
off of talent. You're going off of talent for everybody else besides Cooper Kupp.
And route running.
Bro, stop. You're hell, Dub. Like, Kupp got talent, bro. Like, I don't know why you think he's not talented.
I almost got you though. I almost got you. You was about to bite, bro. Stop.
All right. The 49ers plan to trade Jimmy G before the March 16th deadline. Thoughts on that?
Wait, what?
The 49ers plan to trade Jimmy Garoppolo before March 16th.
I mean, it was what it. This is what was expected. I mean, Kyle Shanahan didn't really want him as his quarterback, so I mean, it is what it is. Like, this is the road that we knew that they was going down. So it is what it is. Like, we know this. We know this.
Yeah. Better get somebody for Jimmy G though. Like, I don't know who should go there. I mean,
Trey Lance going over there. Big Rob even said this though. That would be nice if Desean Watson went over there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the Bucks are interested in Desean Watson and Russell Wilson. It says the Bucks have done extensive homework on Watson and are expected to explore a trade for Wilson as well.
Well, Russ ain't going nowhere, so I ain't Russ not going nowhere. They supposed to be interested in Watson because Russ is not going nowhere. He's staying.
Why is he staying?
Is that fact?
He said
Is that from the
He
heart?
likes losing.
He said he want to stay.
He said that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, Kyrie said he wanted to stay in Boston, but he left. But
The Nets said they weren't going to trade James Harden.
yeah, can we talk about Deshaun Watson, bro? I think a lot of people are like forgetting how good that man it really is.
Oh man.
I think he's really in the top 5 as well, bro. Like,
Oh yeah.
like, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, honestly, bro, that dude is a demon unleashed. So,
Man.
I mean, if he
Yeah,
gets,
he's done.
You think he's done?
No, he's done.
Why?
2 reasons. One, name me a player, an NFL player, that has taken a year off and has come back as good or better than they were.
Michael
None.
Vick. Came back very.
Michael
back
Vick
very
is
Ricky
good.
Williams. Ricky Williams.
Michael Vick isn't human. Michael Vick isn't a human being, bro. And then two, when he comes back, he's not going to play because I guarantee that's when the lawsuits are going to hit and the suspension's going to hit. He's going to go 2 seasons without playing. So I don't think he's going to play again, unfortunately, because I think he is a top 5 quarterback, which is a shame.
I'm with you with the second reason, but not the first reason, bro.
No, how many play? You named one. Name me another one.
Let's see.
And was Vic? Did Vic when he was in the Eagles? I know he put up numbers, but
He was
I
great.
don't remember.
He was
he
great.
great? Yeah, he
I
won a
mean,
Super Bowl.
he wasn't the same caliber as he was
Oh,
before, but he was still a great
He was
quarterback in the
better.
league.
I would say he was better than what
you
he
think he was
was.
better?
You think
his
he was
second
better?
Because he could throw the ball in. He was just a hardcore scrambler in the Falcons. That's why he couldn't win. When he came back to Philly, got with a quarterback guru, he was able to throw the ball and he put up MVP caliber stats.
Anyone else?
Oh
Ricky
my
Williams,
God,
I think I'm bullshit.
There's more. I know there's. Oh, Adrian Peterson
Okay,
tore his ACL.
those are a couple big exceptions, right?
Deshaun Watson is a big name, man.
You think
Deshaun Watson is.
you think he's on the same physical level
I,
as Michael Vick and Adrian
I,
Peterson
I think his
and Ricky
ta-
Williams? Sorry, Ricky Williams.
well, I think
I don't
his
want to
talent.
forget about Ricky Williams in Miami.
I think his talent speaks for himself. I think he is talented enough to be able to withstand that gap. I'm not gonna say he's on the same level as Adrian. I would never say that, but I think his talent level, if he takes a year off, he'll still be able to play high level in the league. Most
Because
definitely.
I feel he's more Le'Veon Bell than Adrian Peterson.
Le- what? Because Le'Veon Bell went to the Jets.
No, because Le'Veon Bell took a year off and was never the same.
He went to the Jets.
And where do you think Deshaun Watson's going to go? The Patriots?
I mean, they're talking about him
He's going
going
to go
to
to
the
a garbage
Bucks.
team, right?
They're talking about the Bucks.
He's not going to the Bucks.
Nowhere worse than the Houston Texans though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Texans was trash.
Which is unfortunate that the only
But again, I
coach in
think
the
I'm
NFL got a
adding
job at Texas.
I'm adding one with two. I don't think he's going to play next year either.
Okay, and I get you
fishy.
with that.
There's something very fishy going on with Deshaun Watson.
I got you with that.
You just don't want to be in Houston.
I get that. I get that. Because other than District 32, where you should vote for Coach Cameron Campbell, you probably don't want to play for the Texans right now. That's District 32. Polls opened on Monday. Make sure to get out and vote if you're in the Houston area.
Ron, what's the next topic, bro?
All right, fellas. Obviously, we heard what Kyler Murray said. Sources say that he's frustrated with the Cardinals and embarrassed by the playoff loss to the Rams. They've described him as self-centered, immature, and a finger pointer. And well, he thinks he's been framed as the scapegoat for that loss. How do you guys feel about this and these reports around Kyler Murray?
I 100% agree with him. Nigga won't try to penalize this guy solely for Aaron Donald coming head throughout the whole entire game like it was all his fault. Like, come on, stop playing with him, bro. As I said, the Cardinals, they started that trend a few weeks before that game. As in, they weren't going to play the same high caliber team as they was before. They just wasn't. The defenses was picking up on what they was doing, and D-Hop was out. It is what it is. I'm not going to penalize a guy when this is what I've seen, bro, honestly. So I don't think that he deserves the criticism or the hate that he's been getting when everyone was calling him a MVP caliber player just in the beginning of the season. It's disrespectful.
Any other thoughts?
So, who's finna go?
Go ahead, Bam.
So I'll say this. On one hand, you can probably say, oh man, the script put him in a situation to not succeed. All right, to get off of that. If you look at it, you can put it on the coach. After like the midway point, they failed to, adapt and, kind of switch it up to how the season was going. They kind of kept the same play call. So they just got stagnant in what they was used to. And I felt like the coach didn't adjust throughout what he saw throughout the season. So that will fall on him. The next part, it will fall on Kyler because he's 23, but man, you just got to grow up at some point in time. You just can't always point the fingers at everybody else. Because Tony Gonzalez said this, when it was at a point in his career where he was dropping passes, he looked deep down in himself and he said somebody had told him this. I think it was Kellen Winslow. At some time, you have to take control of your career. It's your career. You can sit and point fingers. You can sit and be like, oh, it's not going in my favor. But at some point in time, you have to take control of your career. So as a quarterback, that's the easiest position to take control of the offense and your career. So you can look at when they had it on Monday Night Football. Peyton Manning had said, hey, man, if I'm the quarterback and I just went 3 and out that drive, I just had turned the ball over that drive, I'm over here talking to my guys. I'm over here trying to keep them into the game, letting them know it's going to be okay. Just give me one more chance. The camera instantly cuts to Kyler Murray. He over there chilling on the side, just looking like he by himself, everything. So that kind of shows he's still immature. You got to give him a moment to grow up. So that's just how I feel about that, man. They look like they're going to iron everything out. But, man, he's still a kid, man. So he's still figuring out. I know how I was at 23. Couldn't tell me nothing. Young, dumb, full of cum. So it's just like, bro, you got to give him the same due diligence. You know what I mean? So he just got a lot of growing up to do. Some grow up faster than others, but he's just going through his phase right now.
And go ahead.
To me, I just think Kyler Murray got like a little attitude problem. Like I don't know what's up with him, that little boy, but like if he leaves, like the NFC West is gonna be interesting because you got Kyler Murray, he might be leaving, Jimmy G might be leaving.
Oh, man.
It's gonna be up to the Rams or the Seahawks, man. It's be up to them for that division title. So just gotta wait and see.
I know Seahawks with Derek Carr. That'd be crazy.
It could be different.
All right, so Bama, you're different. All right, I'm gonna just put it at that. I'm trying to pull it up right now, but both Jordan and Carson Palmer believe that Josh Allen is the most physically talented quarterback ever. Do you believe that?
Physical?
Ooh-wee.
Physically talented quarterback ever.
So we going off of what, like arm strength, speed, size. What else? What else are we going on?
Okay, so let me go first real quick before let Flu and them go. If we're going around all the check marks of talent, maybe he might be top because Randall Cunningham still got the longest punt in NFL history. So all around. If we want to talk about arm talent,
not
Dan
talent,
Marino.
strength.
Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Do not sleep on Dan Marino. The only thing Dan Marino didn't have was legs. But if you want to talk about a gift of throwing the ball, you can go look at Dan Marino plays where he just flicks the ball and it goes 80 yards down the field. That is
True.
Extreme talent. It's nobody. We still haven't. Aaron Rodgers does it here and there where he flicks the ball. Like Aaron Rodgers is the closest. You had a few other ones, but nobody got that type of strength Dan Marino has.
But it's everything, though.
Then you had a Cam Newton. He just couldn't throw like Josh Allen could. So if you want to factor everything up in there, most definitely I would say Josh Allen just because that dude will jump over you, he'll run through you, and he'll throw the ball 70, 80 yards. So it's like you can say that, but man, it's a lot you got to factor in there because Randall Cunningham is still super high.
Mm.
Michael Vick.
What's the quote again? What's the exact quote again, Ron?
I think he's the most physically talented player to ever play the position. If you guys want to hear the audio clip, I can play it right now.
No. So he's the most fit. Okay. So it's just because I heard some arm strength stuff, but it's just physically. So physically. So if you're talking physically, I'll just gonna name 4 names, which I will maybe prove that he's not the most. He's in the conversation. I'll say that, which is again why people will do it because hey, they want to say that today's player is more, but there's really probably gonna be no argument. Bama said 1, Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick, Dub said that one already. Steve Young, John Elway, all those guys. Steve Young ran like a 4.3 or a 4, like blazing fast. People forget how fast Steve Young was. So I would say there's there's other guys that are in that conversation. He's in the conversation, but I can't put him ahead of the guys that I like. Even people forget John Elway. John Elway could throw the ball 100 yards. John Elway could run through you. John Elway could airplane spin into the end zone. Like people forget some of these guys and I'm sure I'm missing other ones because I haven't thought about it. But just those four alone are probably ahead of Josh Allen all time. But he's in. Listen, you're talking top 10. You're gonna have a conversation. Yeah, you're gonna have that conversation about him for sure. For sure.
Guard defensive said, but those guys were playing plumbers, so they look better. Let's
You
clarify.
know what? Who said that? Who said that?
My favorite fucking chatter.
Your favorite chat guy is a plumber, and he's just bitter.
Yes.
Because anytime someone says those old players are plumbers, they're just mad about themselves. Okay, so just like Kyler Murray should do, look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror. That's your problem.
Talk to him, fluent. Oh my
Plumbers.
God.
Now, Garp the Fisted is going to be in these comments, not only going crazy on Dub, but Fluent. I think you have a target on your back now as well.
That's okay. I have all the double-holics coming after me already, so I'm good.
He's the biggest double-holic attacker.
I got the double-holics. I got the Ben bandwagons.
He
I
did
got the
say.
Bama Busters. I got
He did
the
say
Ronnie's Renegades. I got everybody.
He did say Fluent was greater than Dub. He did say that.
Okay, maybe he's not. Yeah, maybe he is smart. Maybe they were plumbers. You might be right, bro. You might be right. They were plumbers back then.
Shout out Garp the Fisted. He's always active in the chat. Always got to give him a shout out every show because he's just that guy. All right. Moving along, we finally get to this. I've been trying to get to this for the last 3 shows. We finally have some time. We got a start bench cut for you guys. Are we ready for this?
Yes.
Are we ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. So I have to put everything kind of into a scenario of this whole start bench cut. So you have $1 million on one touchdown drive. One touchdown drive. Starting at it was a touchback. So you know where the ball started. You got one touchdown drive. $1 million on the line. Your offensive pieces, just for the sake of, just choosing a good offense, a solid offense, a competent offense, we're going with the Cowboys offense.
Okay.
That's nice.
So Cowboys offense, and you only got one shot. You can't miss your chance.
One shot, one opportunity.
You only got one opportunity.
Oh man!
You have $1 million. You can win.
But hold on, but they're not wearing cowboy uniforms because I don't want the jinx.
Yeah. Cowboys talent with the Bucks.
Cowboys
uniforms.
talent, but like
no,
they're wearing another team's jerseys.
Does somebody have a Cooper Cup costume on?
Now check this out.
All right.
Your 3 quarterbacks that you get to choose from.
Okay.
Jimmy G, Butter Mayfield,
Ooh-wee,
and Ryan Tannehill.
Ooh-wee.
Cut $1 million on the line.
So you have Jimmy G or Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah.
3 options though.
No, but you can't include non-quarterbacks. So you have Jimmy G and Ryan Tannehill.
I like that.
I'm with him.
I like that.
Well, let's keep in mind, right? Tannehill's a wide receiver.
Yeah, you're right. So the only choice is
They
Jimmy
got
G.
to play
I'll go
quarterback
first. I'll go
anyway.
first. It's Jimmy G. He's the only quarterback. He's the only one that got to a Super Bowl. He's the only one that has a winning record in the playoffs. So yeah, I'm going Jimmy G, and it's easy. Actually, I don't know if Ryan Tannehill has a winning record in the playoffs, to be honest, but he's trash anyways.
I'm going with Jimmy G. I'm going with Ryan Tannehill. I'm going with fucking Bucker Mayfield. I'm cutting him. I'm cutting him.
Just for the record, I cut Tannehill and Mayfield, whatever. I'm just starting Jimmy. I'm starting Jimmy, and I'm cutting everybody else. If you know what, if he gets hurt, my wide receiver could take over.
Y'all think Ryan Tannehill that bad?
He's garbage.
He's trash.
He was top 15.
He was top 15 in everybody's eyes. He was garbage, bro. Like it's.
Hold on. Forget all that, Ben. The question is, would you trust him for $1 million to start on a touchback and take your team for a touchdown?
I'm debating
Or
between.
let me ask you, if you had $1 million to bet
In the
would you bet-
playoffs.
in the playoffs, would you bet $1 million that he's going to drive you down for a touchdown or throw a pick?
You already know that.
Oh, give it to Jimmy G.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, give me Jimmy G. Yeah, Jimmy G, Ryan Tannehill, cutting Butter Mayfield.
Oh, and look at that. I was right. Ryan Tannehill is 2-3 in the playoffs, so he does have a losing record. Good for me.
Nice.
So what? So Dub, you just chose the same as Ben? Has everybody been consistent?
Now we got
Jimmy
Bama.
G, Ryan Tannehill, and Cut.
All right, I'll go real quick.
Go ahead.
Start Jimmy, bench Garoppolo, cut Ryan Tannehill and Butter Mayfield.
There you go.
Yeah, Ron, this was an easy question for all of us, man. We all hate Baker Mayfield. All right, you want to hear a good one? Let's see.
He was hurt though.
We got Dan Marino.
You know, I'd rather have. I just remembered this name. I'd rather have Buda Baker, who's a free safety. I'd rather have him at a quarterback than Butter.
You know who I'd rather have? You know who I'd rather have?
Cooper Douglas Cup.
Nah,
he used to play. He used to be QB.
I forget who threw the TD pass to Nick Foles? Alshon Jeffrey.
Trey Burton.
No, it was Trey Burton.
Trey Burton.
He played quarterback at Florida.
Give me Trey Burton, bro. Give me Trey Burton over Baker Mayfield.
Well, then why not Joe Mixon? He threw a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Just don't give me Cooper Kupp.
Beckham,
Just don't give me Cooper Kupp.
What?
Ah, man. Ron, what's the next
topic? Because he's talking crazy.
Just so you know, we will never have fans in Cleveland. Just FYI. So like,
I'm pretty sure the fans in Cleveland think that Butter Mayfield is the worst quarterback.
You think? Oh, okay. Then we okay.
Have y'all heard of Daniel Jones?
Get James Jones the hell up out of here, bro.
I'm taking him over Butter Mayfield.
The ultimate folder. How the hell you gonna run a 80-yard run and you trip over your own feet? Like, bro.
Same way you have Odell Beckham and can't throw him a touchdown.
Huh?
He's talking about Butter Mayfield.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I got you. Ron, is that the last topic?
That actually is our last topic of the night. Fellas, we're pushing 2 hours, but that was 2 hours of heat right there. We gave people what they came to see.
What you eating, Bama?
Some fries.
You've been eating them fries for a minute. What you got? A triple large? Like what you?
Oh nah, baby. I just got a medium, baby. But I'm just eating them one by one.
Come on, sugar.
Okay. I can't be roguish on camera, sugar.
I got you. I
gotta eat sexy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
See, and that's why he turned off his camera and went and got them because I was like, I don't want to do that because I could see them. They're right there. But I was like, I'll wait till we done.
No, I gotta add DoorDash.
I'm hungry. I'm always hungry.
All right, fellas. Well, closing remarks.
What's on tap? No, I want to know what's on tap, Ron. What can the people in the chat? What can the people on YouTube? What are they going to look forward to over the next few months? Because look, everyone's gonna be craving some football, and we're gonna be their source. That football that they need. So, what do they look forward to?
So over these next couple months, over this off season, obviously. I'm gonna kind of go in chronological order. Obviously, we got the draft coming up very soon, so we'll cover the draft a lot. We'll talk about the prospects. We'll talk about what teams need. We got free agency shortly thereafter. We'll talk about predictions on who should go where, what teams should be seeking to get, what teams need, and then obviously the dominoes are gonna start to fall into place. Then we'll talk about who got who, where things are gonna head from there. In between this whole time, we'll do a whole lot of drafts, a whole lot of start bench cuts. We'll get in the top fives. Can't wait to hear Bama's top 20 running backs. Can't wait to hear Fluent's top quarterbacks of all time. Can't wait to hear who's the best receiver, where Mike Evans is rated. All of this and all of that, Furthermore,
will we talk about how fantasy football saved football for Bama? He needs to learn some fantasy football, bro.
Speaking of fantasy
football. That's about to make me stop watching football. I know that.
Speaking of fantasy football, you guys get ready and gear up for our Players' Choice Gridiron Fantasy Football League next year. It will be intense, and there will be some prizes on the line. It will be a lot at stake, but we'll talk about that when it gets closer to it. Furthermore, training camp, we'll get into training camp. Also, what we will do is we'll start incorporating a lot more college football
Dub
into our
still
show.
ducking Garb, bro. Get on the show, bro. I'll hit you up. Like, follow my IG, Dub versus the world, bro. I'm ready. I've been waiting
Dub's
for you.
arch nemesis, Garp the Fisted. All right, fellas. It was another good one.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Any
Another
last
one.
any last words, man, before we
Uh-huh.
head out?
Well,
So,
if you want to be more fluent, sports_fluent. TikTok, IG, the damn little blue bird thing, everything, YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
Ben?
follow the TikTok, on Instagram, the TikTok Players Choice Gridiron, IG PC_Gridiron. Follow the people, man. Follow them for sure.
Can I ask a favor? Actually, can I ask a favor before Bama goes? Because I know Bama's gonna get nasty with it. He's gonna get messy. He's gonna get messy in a minute. So me and Chilltown Hoops, we do our show, and other way for the we do our show, and we're looking for your biggest sports conspiracies. So every week we do 3 shows, but 1 episode every week we do a conspiracy. So sports conspiracies, send them to me. My DMs are open, sports_fluent. We need your sports conspiracies, your favorite ones,
Can
or
I
ones
get
we haven't talked about.
Can I give one? I want to give
Yeah,
one because I
100%.
have a great one that I think because
Yes,
Chilltown thinks LeBron is the GOAT, and I have a great one.
Yeah, I like Chill Town.
that he's on HGH.
Yes.
Is that the one?
Yes, this is the
Okay. All right, that'll be next episode.
one.
For Dub, next episode is the conspiracy is LeBron James on HGH.
Oh man, baby, what's your take?
Give Bama the
man.
mic. Give my
Hey.
Bama the mic.
Y'all boys already know. Follow me at Scam Thanos TV on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm on pace to make Apex Masters, you know what I'm saying, this season. So I'm pretty, decent at that game if y'all like Apex. But follow sports_fluent, BBN923, Dub versus the world. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, follow Player's Choice and PC_Gridiron because we almost at 8K. So get us there right now. And if you don't get us there,
Favorite part of the show.
Yo, daddy feet little as hell, boy. Them things little. And he got little.
I gotta mute him. I had to mute him.
Why?
I gotta mute him.
Why?
Because he's going crazy.
Yo, he's went crazier than that before.
Yeah, you go way crazy.
Yeah,
You
he
could,
went crazy.
you gotta unmute your mic.
Yo,
baby.
black screen
Okay.
Thanos is a
All right,
thing.
black screen Thanos. Boy, if y'all don't follow PC Gridiron and get us to 10,000 followers, yo, daddy feet little. His hands little. He can't eat at Burger King. He can't have a Whopper because his hands are too little. Yo, mama feet is big and they stink. And she ain't got no edges. And your grandma stink, boy. I know you don't want your grandma to stink because a raunchy grandma is just uncensored TV. All right? So follow PC_Gridiron.
Oh, Ron, what's your take, man?
Hey, in the words of my man Dale, love is love.
Fire. Definitely go cop your Player's Choice merch, man. The
I'm crying, bro.
Doubleholics bag is elite. Doubleholics bag is elite, man. All the the season 2 drop was just absolute heat. Absolute heat. Get ready for season 3 because Gridiron is definitely going to make an appearance. So thank you guys for showing out. Appreciate you guys, man. As Ron already said, love is love, bro.
He's